Shut the fuck up, demon.
Don't be a dick.
Fuck you. Okay, where were we at, Callie? What did we last do?
You guys last had defeated the orc boss. Captain.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
I have no idea what happened last time. I didn't watch the video all the way through.
Basically, they went and they killed the orc that was in charge.
Redhead.
No, Redhead.
Yo,
Do you have a microbead?
What's a microbead?
It's a communication device.
He should have one, shouldn't he?
I don't think you started.
I don't. Yeah, I don't remember starting with one
Yeah,
at
see,
all, so.
I have a microbead thing. It's an attachment. It's a dual thing. It's like something you put in your ear and something you put on your neck, and then you can communicate with other people for like 1 kilometer of distance.
Yeah, I definitely don't have that.
Can I put it on him, Callie? Or give it to Redhead?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I assume we have those on our ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. This music, though.
I know, right?
Glorious Dragon. It's not really the name, is it?
That is. Okay.
Okay, well, alright. So, can we, like, is it possible to scan the systems of the ship? Like, what's still up, operational on it? Or what have the orcs done?
Well, as you recall from the last hour or so ago that you were there, the ship has basically none of the subsystems are functioning right now. They are being modified by the orcs, and you wouldn't be able to tell whether or not they're functioning just by, scanning the ship.
Well, okay. I don't think bringing human technicians on is a wise decision. Maybe we should just leave Sirius on the ship. Throw him to the orcs. That'll wake him up. How is he doing right now?
Exactly the same.
Does he still have a broken jaw?
Well, let's see. Nah, he's fine.
Good job, Redhead.
Just doing my job.
Okay. Well, I think we're done with this place then. I assume Redhead will come with us and not sit on the ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's fly out to some place. I don't know. Anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as it's in the Coronis Expanse.
Okay, so you want to actually go into the Cronus Expanse?
Yes.
Did we, have we set up our mining operation? Is it fully operational here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Permanent increase to profit factor?
Yep.
Alright. I approve then. Let's do it, boss.
Okay, so... What exactly are you trying to do right now? Where are you going?
Anywhere that, I guess, like, has been identified as having planets on it. Not necessarily ones that have, life on them.
To Home Guard.
Preferably planets that have just been sighted. Maybe have had, like, very minimal scans done to them, just to acknowledge their existence.
Okay. You just want to go in the direction of the Cronus Expanse, then?
Yeah.
The first system we come across.
Alright. It's going to be kind of complicated because of the navigation being completely,
I'm sure it's fine.
Just give me a second while I pull up some tools. the lovely music.
It is pretty good. This is definitely an improvement over what you were playing the other times.
The
Which
history
isn't
of China.
disparaging.
Can I stock up on grenades on our ship for my grenade launcher?
How many do you want to take with you?
Like 8.
Okay, that's reasonable. Sure.
These are just normal frag grenades, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we like anywhere where we can do requisition rolls?
Can someone attempt to heal me? Can I have like the doctors on board heal me? I only
What's
have
your,
1 wound missing.
One
So
wound
far.
missing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have 9 out of 8.
What's your
I mean,
intelligence?
other way around.
Yeah, actually, do you have Medicaid trained?
I don't think I do, but my intelligence is 55. Medicaid, where is it? No, I don't have it trained.
Okay. You can just roll 1d100. 55 was an intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can recover 1 wound. You are able to describe your wound well enough to the onboard medical crew to fix it up fairly quickly and easily.
Hooray.
Of course, you're going to probably be in the warp for several weeks at least, so it wouldn't have mattered in any case, but
Well, I mean, I thought that was kind of implied, but or assumed, whatever.
tools.
So what are we doing?
Right now, I'm prepping some tools that will
Oh boy.
chart
thanks.
your course through space.
What?
We're back to the ambient space tracks. These are pretty
Yes.
good too.
You get these ridiculous animals out of my room. Just cat, get out of my room. Cat!
Who the fuck is Blood Guzzler? Is that you, Red?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Hi, is Red a VoidMaster too?
He's an orc
Oh,
Freebooter.
freebooter.
sorry.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking.
Which is...
Mercenaries are pirates, version of orcs.
I see.
They're usually more intelligent than average orcs as well. Okay, last thing, card.
Yes.
How far are you planning to travel?
To the nearest system.
Okay.
Merely wish to penetrate the Cronus expanse with our ship.
Shut the fuck up, demon.
A power sword's one-handed, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Unless it's a... Oh,
You-
can they come in great weapon?
You have a power
Alrighty.
sword now?
Yeah, I picked it up off the,
Oh, right.
dead
Yeah, he
motherfucker.
did.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, that is true.
Okay, yeah, you guys are going to be in the warp for about 40 days. So, if you have anything you want to do on ship during that time, go ahead and state what the journey itself is. Peaceful.
I just want to try to heal the 3 wounds I got going on, I guess.
Yeah,
I want to train my bird to do tricks. My grapple bird.
Train it to do tricks.
Yeah.
Guard, what are you doing?
Can I attempt to make Dundrum or not? I was gonna say dum, but I'm talking about the the fucking what the hell am I talking about? I'm talking about the ammo, different ammo types for the
Bolter?
the bolt gun. Yeah, the bolt gun.
Oh, do you actually have a bolt gun, or do you have a bolt
Or
pistol?
bolt pistol. Sorry, that's what I'm talking about.
So you're
And
trying to
I'm-
do what now
I'm,
exactly?
I'm either trying to find or I'm trying to just physically make shells for custom ones. And I will tell you what those custom ones are.
Do you have the skill for that? The armor trade?
God, no. I mean, probably
I-
not.
You wouldn't know how to just make bolt shells
Are you
unless you
sure?
were specifically.
I know a lot about tech.
Yeah, but this is like an issue of, you know, yeah, a computer engineer knows a lot about computer engineering, but he wouldn't know shit about nuclear reactors, for instance, or for that matter, how to build a gun.
Fuck you. What, yeah, I don't think I'll do anything. Maybe I guess I could try to outfit my, nah, I'm not gonna bother doing anything.
Okay. Alright, so you guys do whatever you're all doing for those 40 days. And at last, you finally emerge from the warp into a system with a large red sun, which is fairly active, and is immediately discernible that there are 3 main planets on the system, and a number of other bodies here as well.
Can I have NDT scan those planets for various things? Actually, wouldn't that be Surf who would do it, because he's our explorator?
Is Surf even here?
No.
Well, Surf would probably know about some of that, but NDT is kind of your backup guy. He's in charge of your etherics, so he would be your scanner.
Okay, sure. I'll have him scan all the planets, all 3.
All right.
Tell me all the information you can tell about them, about like their atmosphere, any type of potential super hazard we could encounter if we go on them, or any type of information that's already been dug up about the planets.
Okay, go ahead and roll 3 D100s. Okay. Yeah. All right. So what you can tell, what NDT will be able to tell you, is that there's basically 2 planets that are very close to each other in a medium distance away from the sun, in what would be like the Lagrange points, basically. And the first planet there is very small. It's extremely hot, and there's constant storms that obscure the terrain, so you can't really discern very much about what's going on that planet. Other than that, again, it's extremely hot, and there's very clearly not a like a habitable atmosphere for you. The second planet is actually a very large jungle world, which has breathable air and features 3 main continents on it, and appears to be fairly abundant in terms of like life. And lastly, the third planet is out farther, kind of in the area where Mars would be, I guess, in our solar system. And it's cold, it's not very geologically active, but it does have breathable air. And there is a little bit of liquid water on the planet as well. So presumably there's also life on that planet. However, this planet has some strange anomalies in the upper atmosphere, which are also making more detailed scans of its surface difficult. Other than the planets, there's also a number of other features. There is a moon around the large jungle planet, and there's also an asteroid belt in between the two primary planets, and then the third cold planet. There's also quite a few holes of destroyed ships here.
Orbiting the moon? Or
It's
crashed into it?
they're kind of around where the asteroid cluster is, or the asteroid belt rather.
Hey, Surface here.
Like, what's
Okay.
the force around the planet? Is it like a strong force, or
Which planet?
the one with the crash ship with the ships around it?
The ships are not around a planet. They are kind of in the asteroid belt area. They're not actually in it. They're just near it, and they're just kind of in orbit around the sun, not any particular body.
How far away from Port Wonder?
Well, you would have to make like an astrogation roll for that.
Astrogation, or is it just like astromancy?
Well, the correct term would be astrogation, but I'm not sure how 40k would describe it. I don't know if they're the same skill here, actually. I'll have to go look really quick.
There is-
What's that?
There is a trade for it. It's astrology.
Well, astrology's different. That would be...
That sounds retarded.
That's like fucking... What do you call it? Zodiac and shit. If any of you have a skill other than...
I have
was it astromancy?
I have that.
Yeah, you have
Scholastic
astromancy, but I think there is a different skill which is relating to specifically orienting yourself among celestial bodies. And that's the skill you would need.
Would it be navigation stellar?
That would apply better than specifically astromancy, I think. But I think there is a dedicated skill. I'm just going to go look at the rulebook real quick. And why is the music stopped? I don't... It's still supposed to be playing.
That's a bonus.
Right now, Callie, I'm actually doing the character sheet for the bird. Just so you know.
The bird?
We should kill
The
her.
grapple
okay.
hog.
Sorry.
Grabhawk.
If you touch the bird surf, I'm sending you to the jungle planet alone.
I'm just kidding. I don't take it out on you at all, Demon. I take it out on Card.
What?
Killed Gary.
Rip Gary.
I didn't actually have my rulebook open at the start of the session because I'm an amazing, the best at this job.
We are glorious leader.
Well, regardless of whatever.
While
the
I look
hell-
that up, you guys can keep doing whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to. How many Aquila landers do we have?
I believe you had 3.
Well, I hope we still have 3. Anyway, I'm
Yes.
gonna send one with about 10 guardsmen to each of the 3 planets. And do we have void suits to support that?
Okay, so you want to send 3 separate landers to each of the planets?
Mhm.
Okay, well, first off, the lander definitely is not meant for traveling distances that large. You would have to go there in your ship, and then drop off the lander, and then go to the next one, and so on.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Okay,
Not just
so...
where we're at.
And you want to send 10 guardsmen to each?
Mm-hmm. And give
going to one of
a
them?
basic status report once they land.
So
Like-
are you just going to go to one, drop them off, and wait for them to report back?
Yeah, I guess that's a better way of doing it.
Because otherwise, it's just like a Vox would take a really long time to actually reach you. It could take hours for them to Vox you when you're near a different planet.
Yeah, we'll just hover in orbit. We'll go one by one.
Alright, so which one are you starting with?
The hot one.
Okay,
The
and you're
Venus,
sending
like-
you're sending a lander down to the surface?
Send orcs.
What?
We could send orcs, sir.
Well, we don't. We only have one orc, and we don't need to send him yet. I think we might need to send a Mechanicus member though. Actually, yeah. Surf. You go down to the planet with like
Okay.
you could take a couple people with you, I guess.
As I suspected, astromancy is not the correct skill. What you would want is trade Astrographer. Alternatively, you could also use Navigation Stellar, but that's more general, so you would take a penalty if you just wanted to use that instead. If you're trying to orient yourself in relation to where Port Wander is.
Yeah, well, I don't even know what the hell that... Oh, right. Yeah, Demon, do that.
Do what?
Roll
I'll
on
just
your
put you guys on the
Navigation Stellar.
Maybe
100.
a space.
Oops. God damn it. There. I'm guessing that's against my intelligence, which is 38.
Yeah, you don't really know exactly where Port Wander was to begin with, so orienting yourself to it is rather difficult. However, you make the deduction that you are not so farly spatially dislocated from your original jump point that you're in a different sector. You are somewhere within the Coronis Expanse right now.
Okay, well, that's good. We'll figure that shit out later. Go to the surface.
This is the better map to be on. Space looks cooler. Alright, so you're sending Surf and 9 guardsmen down to the planet of the Quill Lander?
Sure, yeah.
Alright, well, as you get close to the first world, the one that's closest in orbit around the sun, it's very easy to tell that this planet is devoid of life at present. It is basically Mercury for us. Except there is actually a rather active climate on it, insofar as there's large storms that constantly rage on its surface. The temperature there is extremely hot, and the atmosphere is not breathable.
Is it even possible to be on it in a void suit without just melting?
You would need special, very dedicated anti-fucking heat material to last there for any decent amount of time. Even landing there would be really difficult because of the strength of like the wind and such things like that.
We won't bother then. Too much of a risk. We'll go the jungle planet then.
Okay.
And this time we'll just have everyone important go on the lander, which is us 4, Jack Striker, 5 guardsmen, I guess.
Okay. Alright, so on this planet, there are 3 main continents, and the way that they are divided is basically there's a large continent in the south, which has very large flat plains and some mountains. There's another continent which consists mostly of forest, and there's a third continent which has a very large amount of swamp and wasteland on it. There are also lots of island chains. The ocean here is much larger than it is on Earth, and the continents are smaller as well.
Do we pick up a large number of life signs, like a tribe kind of area or anything?
You would have no idea about whether or not there's, like, you know, intelligent life here, but it's very clear that there is an abundant amount of, you know, organic life on this planet.
Let's go the forest continent.
Okay. So in the forest, you have basically kind of like several different places you could potentially land at. There is a large series of canyons running through part of it. There's a very large crater which has a lake at the center of it and a mountain. And there's also an active volcano. So it's not like currently erupting. It's just it's obviously geologically active.
We'll go to the former.
Meaning
the first
one. Canyons?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so the sky here is clear and blue. The planet itself is much larger than the Earth-sized planet, so the gravity here is stronger. As a result, most of the wildlife and trees and things are larger. And the area that you guys are landing in is basically just a series of 4 very large canyons in which there's a bunch of trees growing. And they're kind of like pine trees.
Okay.
Pine trees. So this is it. So it's kind of slightly cooler.
It's like it's boreal, you know. I mean, it's definitely not tropical at all, but it's not like necessarily very cold here. At present, it's definitely not like winter for this planet.
The volcano play a role in the heat at all?
I
Continent, isn't it? Never mind.
No, it's on this continent. Anyway, we'll go out, explore, look for any type of extremely, well, not extremely, but resources to abuse.
Yes, plundering.
I assume
My
there
favorite
probably
thing.
won't just be like spikes of gold sticking out of the earth, but you know, maybe there
Right.
will be.
Okay, so how are you guys you're gonna land in the canyon and you're just gonna kind of like what? Form a search party and just spread out, or you're gonna go all together? Or...
We'll go in pairs.
Okay, and what exactly are you looking for?
Either, well, I guess a few things. Probably anything out of the ordinary, like any kind of structure, seemingly, that should be reported. Any type of humanoid-esque life. Any inclination that one is being hunted by something. Any type of, I guess, cave. Or,
So who are the pairs?
any type of like extraterrestrial thing on the planet, apart from just like, you know, mud huts. I mean, like, you know, if there's an Eldar webway.
So you're looking for like xenotech stuff and like archaeotech and...
Or, well, I mean, yes, we are looking for... What I'm saying is, I mean, we can't really decide that we're only going to look for one thing because it's totally unknown. So, looking for anything out of the ordinary, like Xenos tech or, you know, mud huts built by people or whoever, or
Signs of life, basically.
yes, or
That's what he
very
means.
very unique geological things.
So like any metal that's showing on the surface of the planet or anything.
Well, yes, resources too, but I also mean like, you know, like geysers.
Oh,
Into
okay.
the Hall of Darkness we go.
Okay, well...
And the pairs, if you want to know, would be me
Yes.
and Demon,
Of
Redhead,
course.
and Jack Striker, Surf and a Guardsman, and I believe how many are left after that? 4, I think.
Okay.
3 or 4. Regardless, that's either split into 2 or just one big thing of 3.
Okay.
Me, sir?
Always surf.
Alright, so... What I'll have you guys do is each of you nominate the specific type of thing you're looking for. The categories, which they're going to be organic fauna, organic flora, mineral resources, xenotech, and archaeotech. So out of those...
I got the survival trait, so I imagine I'd be looking at like flora and shit.
Okay. Just nominate what you're specifically looking for, and then you're going to roll using search if you have it. If not, it's perception.
You use a
I'm
weapon.
not going to make you have it here. I will just say that your perception's base, and if you have search, then you can effectively say like you got a large bonus to your ability to succeed.
Do you have search, Demon?
I don't think I do,
Do any
but
of
I
you
do
have
have
search?
survival again.
Survival would be relevant. It would apply in the same fashion if you're looking for plants.
Do you have
Well, I'm just
search,
looking at like the flora.
Redhead?
I don't.
Do you have search, Surf?
Nope, but only awareness.
Okay, well,
Awareness would also be...
I have awareness.
Yeah, it's not as significant as search, but it would assist you in a little bit. Hey,
I don't know what my perception is though. I have
So
to check.
yeah, go ahead and first just nominate what it is you're looking for. So write that in the chat, and then
Alright.
roll your 1d100 to see if you find
so
it. Or see what your speed is, rather.
I guess, are we searching independent? Are we typing this independently or for our pair groups?
You're independently searching. each
Okay.
of you.
I'll search for...
Normal 1D100?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
The toughest tank.
Toughest tank on the planet.
So basically,
Found a rock.
Demon, what's your perception score?
39. I might re-roll that. I'm thinking about it.
I don't do that. I would recommend it. So basically, you easily find, all of you, that pretty much every kind of flora and fauna on this planet is vastly alien to whatever else you know. And Demon, you locate a distinct type of plant that is... Let me pull this up real quick.
You should use.
It's a small, very disgusting smelling plant that it's basically like a flower, but there's no flower. It's just kind of like the part of the flower as if you took off the top of it, if you know what I mean.
I see.
You mean without the petals?
Yeah, there's no petals in it, basically.
It's just a big fucking smelly kernel.
Yeah,
Flower.
yeah.
What's it
and-
smell like?
Let's see. Let me look this up because I don't actually know what the meaning of this word is.
I don't think you should eat it, Demon.
I might make a guardsman test it or something. I don't know.
It smells kind of like alcohol.
Well, I'm gonna like take a whole bunch of it and put it in like a satchel bag or something.
So you're just using like what? Cut it with a knife and plop it
Yeah.
in there.
I
Okay.
suppose.
Well, as you do so, the plant moves and
I
reacts
see.
to your attempt to attack it, and it clearly is not capable of like meaningfully resisting you. But it's very apparent that this sort of plant is
Sentient.
it's, well, I don't know about sentient, but it's intended to, eat prey, basically.
I see. So it's like a Venus flytrap.
Light it up.
So
I'll
I mean, does it
fucking-
try to eat me, or is
You're
it
no,
just, is it
it's
too small?
much too small to be able to eat
I
you.
see.
So like a Venus flytrap kind
Well, I
of.
mean,
It's
instead of
much
just
more active than a Venus flytrap, but
stuffing it, like grabbing a whole handful of it and stuffing it in the satchel, instead, can I like put it in a jar with some dirt or something, and
so dig up by its roots. Then
yeah.
go ahead and roll to see if you can do that without damaging it.
So you mean it's like a carnivore for insects,
Yes,
effectively.
Well, you don't know what it would eat necessarily, but
I thought you said it's very small.
it's much smaller than
Like-
a person.
like-
But it's not like a little tiny. It's not small enough that a single insect would like fill its entire maw or whatever. No, it's like
Could it
I
eat
don't know,
like
like
a dog?
the size of a basket probably. A dog would be too big. A mouse would not.
Aha.
Wow.
So like small mammals, extremely small.
What's
Yeah,
your
probably.
hand?
It doesn't have teeth. But yeah, okay, so you're able to basically uproot it and place it into a container.
Right. I'm gonna hold the jar up to my face and make the Liberator face at it before I put it in the satchel.
Okay. It has no eyes. It cannot see the glorious
Oh,
face.
it knows. It knows.
Yes. Yeah, it's still alive and kind of writhing around.
That's sir.
Okay, so that's what Demon found. Surf, given the amount of time that you're looking, the area you're looking in, you don't see anything like that resembles Archaeotech at all. There's no sign of any sort of buildings or technology whatsoever here. Card, this being a geologically active area, basically you see lots of geysers around that are constantly shooting up, probably dangerous, harmful chemicals. But they're around as well. There are very easy to see like veins of industrial materials in the sides of this particular canyon. It's very clear that this is a natural formation of rock. There's nothing that's ever hewn away at this. So
Something will be eating away at it soon.
And then lastly, Blood Guzzler slash fucking Matt. You are looking for the toughest tank. Basically, you guys are kind of walking around for an hour or so at this point, and you've seen lots of like tiny creatures darting away from you. None of you have been able to kind of get them at a point where you would be able to capture them or interact with them meaningfully. But up above, there's like a large cawing noise and the sound of beating wings. And you look up, Redhead, and an enormous pterodactyl-like creature descends into the forest in your direction.
Kill it and eat its children.
Whoa, man, what the fuck is that? Tell me about this stuff in the U.S. Marines, man.
I don't know. I guess I'll do the typical fucking orc thing and pull out my slugger and try to pop it.
Okay, so you're gonna just shoot at it?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
Jack Striker is gonna follow suit.
So we just hear da 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 way over in the jungle somewhere.
Okay, yeah, you guys both miss. Jack's Hellgun fires off into the sky. The creature kind of like spirals down towards you to avoid the sluggo rounds. And then it like swoops down into the tree line. You hear like a loud like screech from something else. And then moments later, it emerges again, holding something the size of a deer in its talons and cawing.
Wow, fuck that.
Jack will pull out his power sword and charge it.
It is in the air, above the trees.
Oh, is it still? I thought it popped down to like the clearing that we were in.
No, it pops up above the tree line again,
Oh,
to where you
okay.
can see it. It disappeared from view after you shot at it, captured something, then emerged with it again. And it's kind of just flying away at this point.
Can
so.
any of us see it? Anyone else?
Well, yeah, after you guys hear the gunfire, you kind of like look over in that direction, and I don't know if you ask each other what was going on or whatever, but you would all be able to see it. It's an enormous wingspan. Again, it's like it looks like a pterodactyl, but it's bigger than a pterodactyl.
I'm gonna shoot at it with a grenade launcher and attempt to like slip a grenade somewhere into it so that way it wouldn't fall off and blow up on it.
Okay, first off, this thing is very far into the air
How
at this
far?
point, by the time that you see it. Yeah. Well, in the first place, you're not close to this group, so I don't know, you're probably like at least 30 meters away from the other group, and the creature's, I don't know, probably 20 meters away from them, and then it's also in the air another at least 20 meters, so
Yeah,
I don't think
easy.
you're
I'm
in
doing it.
range with your
My
grenade
range is
launcher.
80. 80
Okay.
meters.
So you're trying to shoot it with a grenade launcher, and what exactly did you mean by all that nonsense you said?
I want the grenade to like blow up on top of it. Pretty much.
It's gonna be pretty insane.
So you can fire a grenade at it, sure, but the way the grenade launcher
I'm gonna
works,
time it so that way the grenade blows up, judging the arc that it'll take.
We do a trig
roll
problem in your
another
head roll.
2 1d100s to see if you can fucking figure out all this complex mathematics.
Nope.
And no. So yeah, you fire a grenade, and it is your eye level estimation says it's in a perfect arc to be able to hit this thing. However, the grenade launcher has a maximum range of 80 meters because it's kind of fired at like a horizontal targets. Definitely not intended to be fired into the air to take down, vehicles or creatures that are flying. And as a result, gravity, this amazing force, which is stronger than usual on this planet, drops your grenade down much lower than the creature, and it explodes with a very loud noise. A bunch of birds fly out of the tree line. as a result, and you've wasted one of your grenades.
Good shot, boss.
Thanks.
Do we all see this creature now because of the grenade noise, or?
Yeah, you guys all saw it after. Well, Surf, you're in the. Oh, you're not in the same group. Never mind. Who's in Drex Striker? That's right. I mean, yeah, but you've all seen it at this point because of the earlier gunfire. It's just a large pterodactyl, and it's flying away with like a deer-like
I'll just
creature.
have
Use my
everyone
Xenos lore.
everyone
to determine
spray at it.
what's going on. Okay, so I have no idea what the fuck that thing is.
Yeah, it's like a crazy pterodactyl monster, man.
Callie, I'm gonna have all the guardsmen, Surf, Redhead,
Oh my god, why are we
Demon,
killing it? It's just
myself,
flying.
everyone shoot at it.
Okay, it's by this point it is now like 150 meters away from any of you, but you can still, it's extreme range or whatever. Try and take it down.
Yes, absolutely.
Go ahead.
1, 2.
Just roll 1d100 for myself, or Jack, or the
I'm
guardsman.
gonna throw a rock at it.
You can all roll it. I mean, this is extreme range, I think, for all of you.
You hit
Yeah,
it
I
with
hit it
the
with my
rock.
rock.
Demon, your pebble flies true and strikes the creature in its talon. It doesn't drop anything. It doesn't turn around.
Making the face right now.
The plant writhes in ecstasy. Yeah, there's a lot of gunfire that suddenly just pours out of the forest into the sky, and none of it hits the creature. Demon's the only one who hit it.
Not even with 13?
No, definitely not.
Swag.
Okay,
Well, that was a fun distraction, but I think it's time to get back to the mission at hand. Searching for Xenos stuff.
okay, Card, you need to roll a 1d5 also, because you're wearing your power armor, I forgot to ask you. Okay, yeah, you've used 1 hour's worth of power so far in this expedition.
Beep boop.
So each search, if you want to do similar searches, would just take another hour of time. Unless you want to do something more specific in detail than general searches for stuff.
Well,
I think we could do another round of that and then do specific stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
We will do
Okay.
that.
Yeah, just nominate what you're looking for and roll a d100.
Same thing last time.
Surf?
Probably gonna do Xenos.
Yeah, look for Xenos stuff, Surf.
Xenotech,
That was,
or what exactly do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Signs of primitive life also included in my role, other than
Right.
plants and animals.
That's fine.
I'm gonna look for, like, a cave that could potentially have minerals in it.
Okay.
I guess I'll do just basic, I guess, intelligent life or something like that.
Okay. I'm going to just count that as, like, fauna, basically.
You're gonna find a bunch of moss.
Okay.
Boy, this one's my cousin.
So another hour of searching, during which I'll just go in order here. Demon, you have located several things. First off, you find you're kind of like walking through an area that's more of a clearing at this point, and you see a very wide but not very tall, similar looking creature to the one that you've already bottled up. And by very, I mean it's like probably 30 or 40 feet across and like 10 feet tall. Not tall enough to pop above the tree line.
Mustard, basically.
It looks similar to the one you've already got in your bottle. However, it also has numerous like thorny vines that are like writhing around in the area around it. And you can see on this there are several small creatures kind of like caught in these thorns.
Like,
And
are they
they're-
impaled or are
they
they just
are-
like caged?
The thorns themselves don't look particularly sharp, but the creatures that are on them are basically kind of like seizing up.
Oh,
Demon. Demon,
what?
what the hell is this thing?
Okay, well, I don't think my Imperium enemy
can-
knowledge
You
would
can
help.
roll knowledge of Xenos, and I'll be able to tell you a little bit more detailed. Okay,
Alright.
yeah. Alright, so you can tell that this thing is obviously distributing some kind of toxin, like a neurotoxin, to the creatures that it has stabbed with its barbs. In addition, it seems to be obviously a paralytic. The actual material that it's made out of seems very sturdy, and it also seems like this creature has limited levels of intelligence
I see.
based on the movement patterns that it's making. Not like sapience, but like able to respond to different situations logically and things like that.
I'm not gonna fuck with it.
I'm gonna
So
blow it up
that's the
with my power fist.
Boy.
Okay, closing basically the actual flowery part of this thing. The really big part is it's much farther away from you than the actual like tendrils that are coming out of it. So if you want to close the gap, you have to get
Alright,
through all
I
its
guess I'll
tendrils first.
just have to bolt pistol it instead. I'll have to be satisfied with that.
Okay, you're just gonna fire
It's
bolt
pretty
pistol rounds
scary,
at it?
sir.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
just
mess
gonna
with that.
shoot it randomly.
Oh, it's I guess I'll back him up then.
Good. Alright, yeah, so this will count as a round of surprise, but you will enter combat after this, so roll initiative.
Is that plus perception or agility?
Agility. I think there is a trait you can get which makes perception do it, but...
God damn it.
Alright, so Card, your first, you can roll damage on your initial bolt fire. You did it...
But I will get another turn right after this.
Yes.
Because this... Okay.
The first is the surprise round, so...
I guess... That was the...
There's only two in the burst fire action, right? Two shots
Yeah,
from...
but it's tearing.
Yeah, it's tearing, I know. Okay. Let me just resolve its actual toughness and things here. Oh, fuck. Fuck. This thing is, your bolt shots fly through the flowery portion, and they seem to penetrate it. However, the exterior portion of this creature, basically it's revealed to only act as kind of a defensive barrier, and it falls onto the bolts in order to kind of trap the shell inside as the explosion occurs, which does damage its external shielding, but it doesn't actually affect the interior of the creature.
That's pretty extremely intelligent.
You'll be killing all the life on this planet.
Well, we're gonna make a trophy out of it.
Demon, you also... what's your ballistics? I assume you hit with 41.
My ballistics is 52.
Yeah, you hit. What were you shooting at it exactly?
Semi-auto bolt pistol.
Okay, same thing as Card. You only get one shot to hit with it, though.
I think it's +5, right?
Mm-hmm. Same thing as me.
Yeah. 5. That's tearing, so one more. I'm gonna use the 11, obviously.
Okay, yeah, basically the same thing kind of happens to your bolt shot. However, after Card's first round went through, basically you kind of hit, and one of the exterior petals is just destroyed outright in the explosion. Kind of falls into pieces. Card, it's your turn at the start of the initiative order, so...
Yeah, I'm going to, just keep shooting with my bolt pistol. Laughing. Eating a donut.
Reminder,
My ballistics is
Card
40,
and I have
46.
+10 with the bolt pistols because they got sights on them.
No,
If
that's
you take
only
an aim action.
That's only single shot.
Was it only single shot? Oh yeah, because the recoil. Yeah, never mind. Ignore that.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Alright, you have 46, you said?
Mm-hmm.
That's... You hit it once with that, then. Okay, yeah. Another shot sails into the creature, destroying a petal. There are a lot of petals, though. There are a lot of petals, like dozens of petals.
So I'm wondering how many, how much, like, would it be a full action to like drop to the ground with the heavy stubber and sort of like set it up to fire?
I think brace is half and drawing the weapon's half, so yeah.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna start doing that then. Just
Oh,
gonna fucking hit the deck with the stubber.
okay. The creature is going to try and lash out at you with one of its plant tentacles.
Demon.
Who's it lashing at?
It's in your general direction.
Oh, so both of us.
Yeah.
Dodge.
Potentially. It's going to be pretty hard for it to actually hit you. Yeah, it's going to hit. And let's just see which one of you it's going to hit. It'll be card.
I'm gonna jump over it.
You're gonna get hit in the legs.
I tripped.
Okay, the way... Let me just go look at its actual weapon stats here really quick, because it's...
Is this a thing, or did you just pull this up?
No, this is a real thing. I have like a list of all the information about this creature. Yeah, okay.
Is that in one of the rule books, or?
It's using the creature generator from one of the GM rulebooks, but it's a program that does that for you. Alright. This is gonna look scary, but there's a caveat to it, basically. Card, what is your armor on your...
7.
And you have how much toughness bonus?
4.
Okay. Yeah, the creature is able to kind of like latch onto your power armor, but it's the thorns are not sharp enough to actually penetrate the power armor, and it can't. You feel the concussive force of the blow, but it's not piercing you. It's not like damage your skin or anything like that.
Should hack that shit off while it's still attached.
Does that mean I'm like grappled, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm pull out, drop bolt pistol or holster it, power sword, slash at the things around me.
Okay. That's just going to be opposed weapon skill. Yeah, you're able to cut off the tendril. You see the main body of the plant kind of like writhe around as a result, but now it's kind of focusing more on you guys, and there are more tentacles coming at you. But yeah, it's your turn, Card.
I will go into a.
Oops! Oh, sorry.
I will go into a defensive stance.
Okay. It's a 20 to your parry, right?
No. Enemies get minus 20 to me.
Oh, right.
But
Weapon
I'm
skill. Okay.
Pretty
yeah,
sure
fine.
I also gain another reaction.
It's in the list of handouts. Alright, Demon, go ahead.
Whatever.
How big is this thing?
It is approximately 40 feet in like diameter, the flower portion, and about 10 feet tall.
I'm wondering how it would do against shock damage. Nah, fuck that. Did that roll count? I was just kind of typing
No.
it and triggered.
It wasn't even your turn.
Well, I'm firing at it with the stubber then. Oh, well.
Okay, yeah, you unleash a bunch of stubber shots, but the creature itself is kind of hard to hit from laying on the ground in your position, so they kind of like weave through the tendrils. Surf and Redhead, you guys can very clearly hear the gunfire going on at this point.
Can we even get here on time?
Yeah, you just roll a 1d5, see how many rounds it takes you to enter combat. Okay. Wow, alright.
Nice. Nice.
So you guys will be there after the creature's turn. Actually, no, you would enter the initiative order after Demon. The next time Demon rolls. Then Surf will go, then Orky will go. And Jack's with you, so.
Where are the guardsmen at?
I'll roll for them closing on this location.
And we're using them as like single entities like we did the first time, right? Instead of just everybody's got 10 and you can just throw them out in front of you.
To me, my brothers!
This time. I'm gonna make an actual turn order for this because it is more complicated.
It was a party at the same time. Hey Orky, who's with you?
I'm gonna move you guys into the bridge
Shock
so
Striker.
I can use your tokens. It's gonna be fucking card. Say this is guardsman. This will be plant monster. Then card. Then demon. And then surf. And then Redhead, who will be represented by NDT in this turn order, and then generic guardsman, who will be Shlomo. And at the moment, it is the fucker's turn, the big plant monster. Okay, so it's again gonna try and fling its tendrils in your guys' general direction. And it will hit this time, and which one of you will it hit? It'll go for card again.
I'm gonna parry its.
Just apologize to it.
I'm gonna parry its blow with my power sword.
Okay. Yep.
Do I blow it up?
No, you're able to just cut straight through the tendril effectively, and it kind of like flings itself back as part of it, just spins off into the woods behind you. Alright. It's your turn, card.
Can I, how is it right next to me, pretty much at this point? Or that was just one of its vines?
That was just a vine. Are you trying to sprint to it, or what is your...
I'm charging it.
Shot at it. Okay, you're charging it?
Yes.
Alright, so...
With my power fist and power sword.
There's probably about 15 meters between you and the actual outer portion of this thing's body, which are full of plant tendrils. So...
Yeah, I will just, I'll just go into a defensive stance again.
Okay. Demon, it's your turn. You have your stubber braced and everything.
Letting her rip.
You have like what, 40? No, you have 52. Okay, you hit, but I think you only hit like twice.
It's 1d10. What is it? Plus 5. Pen 3. There it is.
Okay, the stubber rounds burst down a couple of the petals that are sitting on the exterior of the plant creature. Surf, you sprint into the scene, and, you know, are immediately greeted by the sight of a giant plant tentacle monster assaulting your Lord Captain and Demon.
Okay, action or?
Yeah, you have the full action available.
Can I use...
What?
Can I use to find like a weak in the plant, like where the petal meets the body or something?
Sure.
Did I find anything like that when I did my Xenos examination?
No. What's your logic skill?
62.
62. You're able to discern that directly attacking it is probably just going to require you to drill through all of its petals. If you had some kind of indirect fire weapon, that would be very useful.
Oh, well, card. Do we have something like that? I wonder.
No.
No?
No, we don't.
I guess
I ran out of ammo.
You...
So-
Ammo for one card.
Nothing.
That counts as a free action, sir, if you don't need to.
Can I use my 3-shot fire on my lasgun?
Yeah, you can fire a lasgun at it, sure.
Oh my god, sir, stop.
What's your ballistic skill?
It's 37.
You can hit it once with that.
Sir.
Energy.
Yeah, the shot singes part of the base of the plant underneath the petals.
Fucking flashlight.
It is you, Orc Boy.
So I guess I'm just gonna... I don't know. It's half an action to pull out a weapon, right?
I assume that you charge into the situation with your weapon ready.
Okay, so I have my slugger and my power sword.
Well, you could hold one in each hand. I thought your thing was a great weapon, though. Requires 2 hands.
Well, I could do that.
No, he has a power sword now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you could do that.
Alright. Well, actually, I think I'll go with... Yeah, I'll go with the 2-handed. Fuck it. And yeah, I'll just charge in, I guess.
Okay. What's your charge? What's your agility, rather?
My agility is 31.
You would not be able to reach the actual mass of the plant this turn, even if you charged as far as you could. You
cool
could
with
sprint towards it, though.
that. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that screaming.
Oh, okay.
Whoa!
Go ahead and roll 1d100. You have to dodge the vines and thorns that are on the way.
Just go through.
Okay, yeah, you kind of like pull off some acrobatic stunts as you cartwheel through the maze of thorny vines and wind up right next to the body of the petals. It is now generic guardsman's turn. Card, they're kind of waiting for you to order whatever.
What happened to Jack?
Jack was with...
It was with
Meeee.
Redhead.
Okay. Alright, yeah, he will be going after generic guardsman then.
Okay. Grenades. Grenades. All grenades. Five grenades.
Okay, well, you realize that... Alright, whatever. I don't think that they could actually throw it that
Why not?
far.
It's like 15 meters.
But isn't the throw distance like your strength bonus times 2 or something?
Oh boy. No, it's your strength bonus times 6.
Is it really?
I don't know.
Let me go see, you bastard.
I guess I can just have all of them shoot las guns at it. A moderate amount of diddly.
Okay, they hit. One of them hits.
What is that?
It's 1d10 plus 3.
Okay.
Yeah, this might be more effective if they had like fucking giant spears or something and were poking it to death.
Okay, so yeah, they fire a lasgun volley. Most of them just miss straight up. One of them does strike it in the body area, but again, it just sears through a petal. Jack, strike her.
Yeah, now it's time to show you shitty Marines how a real Marine takes down plants.
Okay. Yeah, I assume you're burst firing with that.
Yes, I don't know what the damage on that is.
It's a hell
It's
gun.
1d10 plus 4 for hell guns, but pin 7.
How many times did I hit it?
I believe 2 with that. It's like every 2 degrees of success gives you an extra 1.
Oh, okay. It wasn't doing anything. So just
Alright.
the first 2.
Yeah, Jack shots, the hell gun very clearly sears through both the front pedal and actually gets back into the main body of the creature. At this point you hear kind of a very weird shrieking noise. and the tendrils all start waving more rapidly. The actual vine monster creature thing is now going to direct its tentacles at Jack, and it will hit.
Jack will combat roll away. It turns out he combat rolled to the plant.
Rip Jack.
Jack, he's wearing, his stormtrooper armor that he has, but there's large gaps where it's either only cloth or bare skin exposed. And the vine creature stabs Jack kind of in the neck. And he's going to have to make a toughness test.
Rips his fucking head off.
Okay, so Jack immediately feels slowed down and very tired, but he remains conscious. However, he's going to take a penalty to all his rolls from that. He gained, I guess a level of fatigue out of it, pretty much.
I am so fucking hot right now, dude. Holy fuck.
It's all on you, Alessander.
I guess I will, hiding it from Demon, I'm gonna shoot the thing with the grenade launcher.
You fucker.
No, you don't know.
So are you trying to fire at the direct center of this thing?
Yeah.
Alright.
The fuck are those things all over the
My
screen?
ballistic says 46.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, you can land it pretty much. You're going to land it inside of the barrier of the petals, but go ahead and roll the direction and the distance away because you don't know exactly where the center head of this thing is, basically. So, okay, 4 is going to be 1, 2, 3. Okay, go ahead and roll your distance.
Is that just 1d10?
I think so, yeah. Alright, that's within range, because the grenade explodes 4 meters distance. Go ahead and roll damage, 2d10. Yeah, so, the grenade launcher fires in a very solid arc behind the protective barrier of the plant, explodes inside of it, and shrapnel kind of flies out in all directions, tearing down lots of petals. However, again, the creature shrieks, and this time it seems to be rather damaged by this activity. Demon?
Classic full auto stubber.
Okay.
God damn it.
Can I buff Demon?
He would
For
hit
success.
once, I think.
Yeah, fuck you, Demon.
And by once, I mean it's twice, because I think that's one success.
Yeah, of course I'd buff you, Demon.
Go ahead.
Oh, are you actually buffing me?
Yes.
Roll your damage.
10 plus 5. God damn it.
Nice.
Son of a bitch.
Both your shots connect with one petal, tearing it down.
Wow.
Surf, it's on you.
What would you say the armor of a tree would be exactly?
It depends on the tree. On this planet, things are pretty tough. So, average toughness bonus of 6. They don't have armor, though.
How much would an action be? Actually, I'm going to take a chance. Can I shoot a tree nearby the plant to attempt to make it fall on him?
He's not really in that. He's in a clearing, and he's a 40 meter in diameter kind of petal. So,
Is there really any space between us and the plant then, and are we in the clearing?
you're also in the clearing. There's about 15 meters of its tendrils before you get to the main body of the plant, which is 40 meters in diameter, roughly. It's very large.
Yep. I'm going to do another round of shots.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Last gun, though.
It's the fun of it.
Yeah, you hit with all 3 shots. Yeah, you tear down 3 petals. Sizzles right through them. Creature's defenses are starting to Wayne. It is you, Mr. Ork. And
So-
you are actually in melee range. You are like, there's basically a barrier of petals, which is probably about a foot thick, and then after that, it's the actual body of the plant heading towards the center of it.
Alright, I'm gonna start chopping then.
Okay.
Ah,
It's basically impossible to miss this. Go ahead and roll damage. It's just gonna like kind of mitigate your ability to cut through it.
alright, let me see here. 2d10 plus 4.
Okay, yeah, you successfully cut off the top half of a row of petals, and you can see inside. There's kind of like a large violet and pink center, which just sits about 6 feet off the ground, and that appears to be the nerve center of this creature.
Gotcha.
Stab it, stab it, stab it, stab it, stab it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pound the fuck out of it.
It is generic guardsman's turn.
How far are the
Swag.
guardsmen from the thing?
They are also 15 meters from the outside of the creature, and then another 40 to the actual center of it.
Okay, we'll just las gun it. So can we just like remove like 500 experience from Demon and Surf for trolling me?
Fuck you. I found the thing, alright?
How am I trolling you?
Classic troll question. Alright, the guardsmen, they shoot another volley into the side of the creature, but the petal barrier blocks it effectively. Jack Striker.
Holy fuck, dude! Strongest shit I've ever had. He's
Okay.
shooting it with his hell gun.
Alright, he will hit once with that. Alright, he also needs to make another toughness test. Yeah, he's still awake, but he's gonna get another level of fatigue. I think he only has one more until he passes out regardless.
He's fine.
The neurotoxins dim Jack's senses. He's not able to line up the shot as perfectly as he'd like, but he does hit. It sears through the barrier and contacts the inner parts of the plant, but it doesn't touch like the nerve center at all, which he can't even see anyways. The only person who can see that is Orc Boy. Yeah.
You next told us, Orky.
It is the plant creature's turn. It is now seeing that something is in very close range to it, and is going to try and lash Blood Guzzler with all of its tendrils nearby.
It stabs itself.
Well, it does, but its toxins are useless against itself. Basically, it lashes around and tries to like grapple your legs and stuff, but the orc's natural toughness is just kind of warding off the effects of the plant at all points. So it's kind of ineffective. It's bewildered by this. Card.
I'm gonna semi-auto this fuck with the bolt. Actually, no, I'm not. Actually, yes, I am. Yes, bolt pistoling it 2 times. Can I do that?
Well, I don't think so, because you don't have your weapon out for your bolt pistol. You had your...
Drop more grenades on it. What are
I
you doing?
will. I guess I'll shoot it with another frag grenade.
Okay, roll distance and direction again.
How many good does this thing have?
Roll the 1d5.
Oh.
Should be 1d10. Okay, it's still within range to hurt it, so roll 2d10. Okay, yeah, you hear another shriek. The creature is now kind of like all of its body is moving around wildly at this point. Demon.
Last burst before empty.
Okay.
God damn it.
I think you hit it like once. Well, by that I mean twice. Again, bare minimum.
Surely I can buff Demon so he hits it 2 more times.
Let's see, it's like a plus 30, and then you would be able to do that. Yes.
I'm gonna do that.
Oh boy,
Of course.
they crit. Yeah. Oh boy.
It begins. Come on, 10. God damn it.
Okay, up until now, you've been strategically placing your shots to be able to tear through the defensive barrier around the planet.
Exactly.
And at long last, your moment to shine and strike has occurred as the Emperor's light descends upon you, and your blast opens up 4 shots, tear down exactly where you'd weakened it before, pierce through to the center of the creature, and strike the main brain of this thing, the 6-foot-tall nerve center, straight in its torso equivalent, dealing significant damage. It's not dead, though.
It's just begun.
Scotty!
Surfaboo.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm just going to do another shot. With Card's favorite weapon, the lasgun.
Amazing. You missed
reliable?
wildly.
We just like give him another weapon.
I'm sure you gotta have
No.
a weapon. I mean,
No.
you should have a bolt pistol anyway.
No,
right?
no,
I don't know.
Surf is, he's got the weapon
Yeah, we
choice.
did give him a bolt pistol. I remember that very clearly.
It's kind of like,
My 60 shots on the lasgun.
kind of just mind-blowing that you would be using a lasgun at this point. But yeah, you missed wildly. You fire it, all your shots into the air, not even close to the creature, which is amazing. It's a 40-meter wide thing, very difficult to miss. But yeah, you do. Everyone around you is very ashamed to be in your presence. And it is now your turn, Orc Boy. You've cut a path clear. You would be able to sprint towards the center of this thing.
I'm gonna do just that.
Okay. Next turn, you would be within charge range of its brain. And the generic guardsman.
Oh boy, this music.
They're spraying wildly.
Yeah, they do. They spray very wildly in an imitation of surf. And they achieve similar results. Striker. First, make a fucking toughness test so you don't immediately pass out. Yeah.
Good night.
It's fucking nighty-night time for Jack Striker as like gallons of neurotoxin enter his system. And he fucking just collapses on the spot. However, I will say his gun, he's already prepared to fire, so I'll let him shoot a burst of his hell gun as he's going down.
So does he hit, or?
And it hits Demon straight in the fucking forehead.
You wish.
Gun blows up.
Jack's gun jams as he falls asleep.
Fuck!
It's really great. Okay, the creature's... It really doesn't have a means to protect itself if something breaches its protective barrier, so it can't attack you effectively, Redhead. So now it's instead going to focus on the person who just, like, fucking shot it up, which is Demon, and it's going to lash out at you, and in a... still writhing from the horrible pain that you just caused it, it's fucking just swinging around at the trees behind you, tearing branches off.
Alright, the Grapple Hawk is gonna do like a little bird. Fucking. The bird is gonna shoot him the bird, basically. His little metal talon. He's like sitting on the ground next to me.
He's gonna shoot him in the bird? What?
He's gonna shoot him the bird. As a bird.
Oh, okay, I see. Yes, this occurs. Alessander.
I will crouch to pick up the bolt pistol and single fire shot aiming down the red dot sight.
Okay. Your silenced, specially modified bolt gun unleashes a shot into the ground below the ground.
Definitely I hit it. What are you talking about? It was
No.
single shot, plus it's huge, and I have a red dot sight.
What? But
There's
what's
no-
your
there's
ballistic
no-
skill? Isn't that like
40
41?
46.
Oh, okay. Well, still, that's 14
There's
off.
no way I could have missed.
I mean, hitting the creature means, hitting the plant barrier, sure, but
Yeah,
you can
that's what I'm
roll
talking
damage
about.
if you like, but it's not going to hit the brain of this thing. Yeah, your bolt gun really shows that ground who's boss. It's on you, Demon. Your gun has expended all of its ammo.
So semi-auto shots with the bolt pistol are full actions, right?
Yes.
Alright, well, I'm gonna do a single unaimed shot then. I'm drawing it, still prone.
Okay. You can see the actual brain, so you have a
Yeah, that's
chance
what
to hit it.
I was gonna ask that too. A second. Has it been rolling?
Nothing's rolled yet for me.
I just hit the button. What's going on?
Okay. Well, now a bunch of rolls.
Taking the first two.
Yeah. So your shot strikes it.
I mean the 12, I
Did
guess.
Demon roll to
You didn't
hit?
roll your fight. Never mind. No, you got to roll your your attack roll to see if you actually
Oh.
hit.
What did he reload it?
really
that's
hits
What's,
with
what's,
him. Yeah,
what's
you hit
Demon
him.
shooting with?
He's using his
Bolt
bolt pistol.
Oh.
Did it not out of ammo?
What?
I thought that ran out of ammo.
No, that was the heavy stubber. Yeah, you unleash a bolt at its head, basically, and it does connect. The shot explodes, blasting away part of its nerve structure. You don't know what
Okay.
effects this really has on the creature, but it's not dead. Surf.
Having a card annoyed at me, I'm gonna drop my las gun and pull out my heavy bolter. I mean my
Your heavy bolter that you had this whole time.
bolter pistol. I won't be able to use it, will I?
If
can
you
do
have
a single
quick
shot.
draw, you could use it.
I do not have quick draw.
Can you do a single
could-
shot?
You can still single shot it.
But yeah, if you just drop your las gun, that's fine.
Good.
Yeah, you strike the outer part of the creature again. It just absorbed into the petals effectively. It is the orc boy's turn. You can charge at its brain this turn.
I'm charging it then.
Okay.
Boy, the music.
Alright. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna pound the fuck out of it.
1d100.
Surely if I buff Redhead, he will hit.
What is your weapon skill?
Mine is 41.
That totally. If he's all out, if he's charging as well.
He's charging. It's a +10, unless he has the Furious Assault.
I do have Furious Assault.
Or is it Berserk Charge? Which one is it, Guard? I don't. It's the +10 to charge. It makes it a +20.
That's a berserk charge.
Yeah. Do you have Berserk Charge?
I do not.
Yeah, you are already really far away from it. You're sprinting at the maximum possible length you can. And by the time you get there, you kind of like try to take your swing early because you have a long weapon, but it's too early, so you kind of swing before you're able to contact the creature. However, you're now definitely within full attack range of it.
Gotcha.
It is a regular guardsman.
The guardsmen at this point in time will gather around Jack Striker and start assisting him. Maybe like putting him like in a medical bed so he could be moved. Not like a medical bed. I don't know what the name is called, but
Okay,
just
well,
like,
a good way to do
stretcher.
that Jack
Yes, a
himself
stretcher.
never considered would be to unhook the tendril from him that's been pouring neurotoxin this whole time.
Oh yeah.
no, they're not going to do that because that's
Okay.
That'll happen once they pull him away from it enough.
So they're just trying to rip him out. You know, just rip him away.
And it rips his
Stretcher.
fucking head off.
Yes.
Okay. This is gonna be a strength test.
The might of the Emperor.
Yeah, the hold the creature has on Jack is just too strong for them to be able to just pull him away without trying to remove the thing.
Fucking hack the thing off.
Striker, he's unconscious. Creature, it's striking out. Ironically. At, you, demon. You fucker. You trolling it, bastard. It's gonna miss, though. It's basically really brain damaged at this point, so...
Now I will, this time, end its existence with a semi-auto bolt pistol shot.
It jammed.
I know it did not jam. It did not fucking jam.
You almost jam it. Well, you have a best quality. I don't think it can jam.
Yeah.
But, regardless, you fire your shots into the fucking dirt again. You can roll damage if you like.
I'll skip that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much ammo do you have left? I think that was like your 4th shot, wasn't it, of semi-auto?
That was but the last one was a standard one. I mean, I have
So you
no...
have 1 bullet left in there, then.
Yeah.
1 bolt. Okay. And Demon, it's on you. Why did the music stop again? It keeps doing that. It says it's still playing. Whatever.
Got nothing.
Demon, what are you doing?
What are you doing, Demon?
He's taking a shot with his bolt pistol, I believe.
I think he actually hits once because he has 52 ballistics, so...
Shit.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, this like stick thing, I would say like stamen or whatever, but that's not really an accurate representation of what this is. The tall brain pillar in the center, this shot actually tears a chunk of it off. The top portion just flies off, and purplish blood starts venting, but the creature's still moving around. Scotty.
Surfer,
do you
maybe you
need
should
a-
go help Jack.
Okay, if I throw you my pistol, then will you use it then?
Yes.
Okay. So can I throw my pistol to a card and then run to Jack to heal him? No, I wouldn't be able to help him out, but I'd get to Jack.
I'll say you can throw the pistol. That's not gonna cost you an action, but if you actually get it to card or not, it's gonna depend on your roll. The other thing will take the rest of your action.
Okay. So I'll throw the pistol to card.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I catch it, put it in my backpack. Never gonna
Card.
see
Roll
that
to
again.
catch the pistol.
Okay, I guess I will fumble it in my hands.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. You're in the middle of saluting Hitler, and as you kind of like raise your arm, you catch the bolt pistol just at the top of your salute. So, good job.
And 5 Jews died because it was a critical success.
You hear somewhere in the void someone going, "Remember the 78 Gorillion." And somewhere you just feel like Shlomo's having a bad day right now.
Good.
Surf, you can roll to do whatever you want to do. If you want to detach the tentacle thing, that's a weapon skill opposed test.
Okay, yeah.
You can also try to just like cut it off, which would just be an attack on it.
Can I cut away from his head and the actual tentacle?
What do
Like
you mean?
I cut off the part right on his head, right?
Just get rid of all of it.
You could. It's like a single tentacle, and it's got a base that's clearly farther away. I mean,
I don't want to cut.
Just get
Jack.
rid of the whole thing.
Okay, I'll cut it.
Fucking
Why?
idiot. Jesus Christ.
You fuck up and more toxins pour into his bloodstream.
yeah, that's exactly what happens.
Wait, I was gonna re-roll.
Fate pointing it.
Okay, nope.
Yeah. You just can't connect with the particular tentacle. There's a lot of them, so this one that's actually constrained to Jack's neck is not going down just yet, it seems. And we're on to Orc Boy. You're within full attack range of the brain.
Slash the fuck out of it.
I mean, it's an all-out attack, and if I buff him...
I think it still wouldn't, but...
That would.
Really?
What's Red
It'd be 30.
Wait,
you have 49 ballistics. I mean, a weapon skill.
He has 49 ballistic weapon skill?
If he does, he would hit.
Redhead.
What? I have 41.
Yeah, I don't... it'd be difficult to not actually hit the thing at this point either, though, so I'll say you can hit it, but don't add your strength bonus to the roll.
Okay.
Because basically you're just kind of giving it a glancing blow.
So 2d10 plus 4, or... No, I mean 2d10.
Just 2d10. Yeah, I mean...
Is the 2d10 an orc thing, or what is that? What's
It's
up
a
with
great weapon.
It's a big chopper.
that? I see.
Actually, it is. It is a big chopper.
Yeah, you just kind of give it a glancing blow.
Well, now the guardsmen are, like, they've... Upon seeing what Surf was trying to do, they're gonna attempt to copy him and remove the vines from Jack.
Don't call me, but...
Yeah, they are probably going to succeed. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they cut off the vines. Jack is no longer having neurotoxins pumped into his system every turn.
Yes.
It's Jack's turn. He's having the time of his life right now. The tentacle brain monster plant creature is... at this point, it is totally brain damaged. It's just going to lash out at, let's see, I'll roll a 1d. I think it's like 6 for the number of people here. Whoever's the last in the turn order, which is Jack again? No, that can't be. 1, 2, 3.
She's be the guardsman.
Yeah, they're just going to, it's going to strike at the guardsman.
Because they're in the same spot, and does it make sense?
It will succeed in, piercing when similarly ones to Jack.
They will easily dodge.
They are going to need to do toughness tests to see if they pass out.
They're going to easily
All of
stay
them.
awake.
They do. They take 1 degree of fatigue, but other than that, they're awake. They do have tentacles attached to them, though.
They're all just like there's a bunch of men grappling over there on that side of the map.
I will fire the last bolt pistol into the beast after aiming it.
Yeah.
They're so terrible.
You,
I'm not trying.
Do it.
you just hit the outside of the creature again. It doesn't,
I'm gonna fate point that roll.
Okay.
Yes!
Yeah, you can hit it in its brain stalk. Yeah, this actually is enough at this point. It's finally reached a critical threshold of the thing's brain is already like 80% dead, and this is the last 20. The stalk, you hit it in the base of the stalk. You've been trying to aim low because it's obviously going to fall over if you shoot the bottom out. That's why you hit the ground earlier. And this time you finally do connect and just blow down the whole stalk of it. It just collapses into the center of the plant. The petals that were defending it up until now all just fall flat immediately. The tentacles just drop to the ground, and it's very clearly dead. And why is the music not playing?
Alright, that was worth the time, everybody. Good job.
You kill the plant monster.
Alright,
guys.
everyone go back to searching.
I'm gonna cut the
What else
lid.
did I find on that roll? You said I found multiple things.
Yes, you did. That was the first and most obvious thing, and now everyone's over here. But, what the... Okay. So, after being able to examine this creature more closely, you discern that it has, like, toxin-producing glands, which can produce a very powerful, soporific, I think is what it's called.
Does the smaller plant have the same things?
It does, but those are much weaker than
They
this.
didn't eat it.
Can I take a sample of the toxin from the bigger plant?
Yes, absolutely. You're able to collect as many samples as you like from it.
Collect
Keeping
as many as possible.
Are we
I'm
keeping
only
this?
gonna need one, I think. Oh, I'm gonna take like 5 samples,
Okay.
just in case.
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
are we keeping
Can the guardsmen get off of the high that they're on?
If not, I could do like a survival check to try and patch them up or something.
Is Jack gonna die?
No, this is not a lethal toxin. It knocks you unconscious, and it's very powerful at doing so. You would be able to wake up from it after several hours, but you wouldn't be able to rouse Jack or the guardsmen without like some kind of agent to awake them, which I don't think you would have on you.
The guardsmen
anyways.
are still awake.
Well, okay, yes, the guardsmen are awake. They have level of fatigue, though. It's in their bloodstream, and they're very drowsy.
Guys, I have some bad berries we could give them.
Alright,
Did you fucking take the berries with you?
I'll just tell the guardsmen to take Jack to the Aquila lander.
Okay. They can do that.
And they better not fucking pass out or else...
Blam.
With
Alright, so the other things you notice, Demon, other than the gigantic fucking retardedly huge plant monster, there have been large swarms of beetle-like insects flying around in the forest. You don't know what features they have exactly, without being able to investigate more closely.
Can I capture one?
That would be a separate thing. For now, I'm just going to tell you what else you saw.
Right.
You also saw another one of those deer creatures that was picked up by the pterodactyl thing earlier. When you look at it more closely, basically this thing has... It seems to be very obviously like a herd animal, and it's a prey clearly on this planet. However, it's like a deer, except it has 2 more eyes, and it's got like furrier hooves areas, and also it's white, and
It's white,
yes, it has white.
so it's not very well camouflaged, is what you're saying.
Yes, definitely not. And it's also like really, really not fast, but like fucking agile, I guess, or dexterous. The way it moves is very kind of like, you know.
It has 2 extra eyes? Are they just like fucking normal eyes, or are we talking like spider face deer here? Or
No,
something?
it in total has 4 eyes. There's like 1 set of eyes in like the standard position, and there's a smaller, more horizontal set of eyes above those.
I see.
They're both pitch black though. No sign of an iris.
Gotcha. Can I Xenos that thing? See what's going on with it?
Yes, is this a particular rare
Yeah, you could
thing?
do that.
I feel like its hide would be worth quite a sum.
What's your intelligence?
38, I think. Yeah.
You surmise that this creature, those eyes are vestigial, and it seems to just be blind.
Ah. So it hears very well then.
Presumably.
Well,
Maybe it's like that earthbender woman.
I don't
Just
know. I
sees
don't know.
shit. What did I find, Kelly?
Not fuck with it.
Card, you were looking for minerals?
I rolled
Or
like
no,
a
caves.
4
You were looking
or
for
a
caves.
7.
Actually, in this particular canyon, you saw earlier before the plant monster creature, which is like, I'm going to say that's chronologically the last thing that's happened after all these things you've seen. There is a large cave network based on the number of openings that you've seen on the canyon walls. You don't know how deep they are or anything, but there's very clearly a large number of caves in this area.
Okay.
What did everybody else look for?
Surf looked for Xenotech.
Any wood Odds or anything that's
Yeah,
a sign of.
There was no sign of anything like that. And I don't know what
Redhead
Not
was
demon,
looking
right.
for like human-esque life.
Yeah, there's also
Said
no sign of
intelligent life.
that. No sign of that. Other than the only sort of intelligent creature you found is the plain monster.
Guys, this planet sucks.
It's pretty good. It's got those things by the geysers. What should we call this planet? I was thinking like Coronis 1, but I realized that's kind of retarded.
Just call it
Quag.
Well,
Plant shit faggot planet.
I like that name. We'll call it Plant Shit Faggot Planet 1.
Can I have my
Or we can name it after Stryker because the fucker's gonna die.
That'll be
If-
fine.
He'll be fine.
Oh, he won't. Fucking stop lying to yourselves.
He's been through work.
He'll be fine. Let's go investigate the caves.
Okay.
Side
Well, can I
decreed it.
capture a beetle first?
So if you want to try and do that, first off, you need to see if you can find a swarm of them again. So that's just a straight up like searching roll.
And can I steal its blood?
Yeah, you can. You find one, but they're kind of high up off the ground at the moment.
Shoot it.
Yeah, fucking.
Please don't shoot it.
The stubber.
Unload the heavy stuff.
They're like what? They're tiny ass beetles, right?
They're the size of regular beetles.
Yeah. Well, fuck them. Never mind. I don't want to play with the beetles.
Okay.
Go to the caves. See if we can't get some buried treasure.
Okay. So you all approach the entrance to one of the caves. Outside of the cave, you see lots of tracks. They are 3 like points basically in the ground, and there's like 2 sets of those. So like there's like 2 kind of prints, but each print has like 3 segments on it, if that makes sense. And there's lots of those outside the entrance to the cave.
Some people always walk single file to hide their numbers. These
Tracks, you said there was tracks?
These must be Imperial Stormtroopers. I will activate my thermo infrared
Praise
night
him.
vision Superman goggles on my hat, my top hat, and see what is going on.
Okay.
Inside
By
the
the way,
cave.
you have 3 hours of power left on your belt.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay. Roll a awareness check. You are not able to detect thermal signatures from inside the cave. You do see in the presence that the cave is totally dark inside, other than the light from outside.
Well,
Well-
let's just go on in then.
Before that, I'm gonna have the damn bird on my shoulder, and it has dark sight and like a little box thing to communicate with me.
Okay.
But then
Are you gonna just send it in there, or?
No, I'm just gonna like have it on my shoulder, basically being my eyes.
Okay. Well, I mean, you guys have flashlights and stuff on you, so you would be able to use those.
Well, extra eyes.
Well, I don't need to have a flash.
You have presence. You don't need it.
I guess I'll give
guess
like
I'll-
one to Redhead.
I'll
and
have
Surf
the
could just like pick it up with one of his mechadendrites. Assuming
I'll have
his
the,
doesn't already have that in it.
the flashlight going, but I'll also have the bird, like watching my back.
Okay. So you guys walk for a few minutes into the cave. You hear water dropping. It seems to be, there's clearly like running water, either underground or somewhere above you that's causing
What
the
are-
creation of various stalactites and things down here.
What are
You-
the walls made out of?
some sort of porous stone. It is gray in color.
Anyone here good
there
with
any-
fucking rocks?
Well, I mean, I
I'm
guess
good.
that would fall under
Oh.
survival. I don't know.
I would definitely not say that at all. Not
Well, I
like
mean-
knowing what types of rocks there. I would say that's an well, maybe
That's actually a trade, isn't it? Archaeologist?
it is, but
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really an archaeologist thing. I don't know what skill exactly it would fall under. Let me go check to see the trades. Regardless, it doesn't seem to be like extraordinary rock.
Is there any moss on it or anything?
No. It's
Fuck
just
it. It's just fucking rock. Jesus Christ. You don't have to ask a billion questions about it. Baka.
It's interesting. I'm role playing. God damn you!
No, I'm role playing as well. What I
I'm
just
role
said.
playing harder.
No, oh my god. Baka.
You just rock up.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking cyborg. Let's keep going. Towards the water if possible. The
Okay.
sound of it.
Alright. You continue onwards through the damp cave.
Do I see anything? Has any thermal signature popped up?
So far, nothing like that. As you approach the sound of the water dropping, you also hear some other noises, which seem to just be like movement on rock noises.
See, I told you the fucking rocks were important.
You're a fool. Let's just keep going. Unless anyone has awareness.
I do.
I do, and the bird does.
Oh. I don't know. Can you be aware? Ben?
Did we
I'm
notice
just-
anything, Cal?
I'll have the bird.
Right
do it.
now, you don't notice anything. As you finally approach the source of the noise, it's basically a large chamber. It opens up. It's probably about 15 to 16 feet high. It's wide and open, and it's kind of like just an interior chamber. At the bottom of it, probably about 10 feet down from where you guys are, and maybe like 30 feet away, there is a pool of water with some gemstones that are glowing.
Nice.
Various colors.
That's right. Rub the hands.
Anyone have some rope? Or is there any way to get
The
down?
bird is a grapple. He has a little grapple unit.
Hmm.
Which I assume can like. I don't know if it can like lower down. Like
It's
a culvert or something.
It's like a 10-foot drop down to where it would be, but there is like various footholds. You would be able to climb down. It would take you a little while, but
I mean, I could just have the bird fly down there and pick one up.
Does
you can do that.
anyone sense anything out of the ordinary?
You can roll awareness now if you have that.
Well,
I'm not
going
gonna pull it, but the bird is because the bird has fucking the night vision.
Okay. Yeah. Your bird squawks as you guys enter the room and start moving.
Well, it's
around.
got the Vox communicator thing.
Right.
inlaid. I don't know if it can actually like send tangible information or. I actually have no idea. if
I
it can
don't
do
think
that.
it could speak. I think that means that you would be able to use it as a radio. So yeah, it squawks.
It's, Auspex, I think is what it's called.
And Auspex is used to detect like life signs and things. Yeah. And you know, that's what happens. It squawks at you.
I take it. I don't notice
That was
anything.
fucking worthless. Jesus Christ,
But
Demon. This
seriously.
thing's fucking garbage. Anyway,
We should hug it.
I'm just gonna fucking push Surf down.
Okay.
I'm going to bring Card with me.
Go ahead and roll weapon skills test to see if it's going to be like a grapple situation. Oh wow. What is your weapon skills?
That's 42.
It goes by the number of degrees of success. So, Surf, what's yours?
33.
I think Surf still wins. Okay. Yeah, you both go tumbling down the 10-foot drop.
Tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. Well, I'm gonna walk to the edge of the chasm and just sort of look. Watch this happen.
And I'll say both of you can also roll agility to see if you are going to be able to gracefully land.
Both of us?
Yeah.
Should be like a -20 because they're grappling.
Fuck.
Card hits. Oh my god.
So Surf, basically,
That
you
is my
pull a
agility,
card
by the way.
towards you,
Okay.
which succeeds in pulling him off the top. But the unfortunate thing is that he has power armor on, and you're falling. So he lands on top of you, and there's hard rock beneath you. And you're gonna take. You're gonna take 1 wound straight up. No armor save or anything like that.
Fair enough.
Sorry,
from
mate.
being
I was,
crushed in power
you know,
armor.
I was just messing about. You know, I didn't actually expect for you to fall off. I haven't been using this power suit for that long.
So while they're fucking around in the hole, I guess the bird's gonna fly down, pick up a rock, and bring it to me.
Okay, so you have your bird fly towards the rock and presumably dive underwater to go pick it up. As it goes towards the pool of water, you hear like screeching noises, and from the roof above you, large creatures drop down.
I see.
Is that next to me and Surf?
They're dropping down
Into the water?
onto the ground that's near the like the edge of the water, basically. So from where you are, Demon, it's probably about 15 feet to the creatures. From where Surf and Card are, it's like 10 feet. Or this is in meters, rather. And then I assume that Redhead is on the ledge with you, Demon. So you guys are both 15 feet from it. And the water itself is like, a 10-foot, 5-meter pool or whatever behind
Do I
creatures.
get a rock? That's the question.
Your bird dives under the water. It has not emerged with one yet. They drop
Okay.
down while this is happening. And you guys need to all roll initiative.
What was initiative again?
My agility.
Agility.
God
So
damn
it's 1d10 plus our agility.
Yes, agility bonus.
Okay, so that's shit. Okay.
Jeez.
Okay.
It's a nice crit there, bro.
So first up is going to be Bloodgeisler. And Card. I need to go back to the fucking bridge to adjust this turn order.
So these guys are below me on the ledge, right?
The creatures are about 10 meters away from you guys.
Where though?
15. They're 10 meters away from you on the ledge, and 10 meters away from Cart and Surf. And they're near the edge of the pool of water on the ground. And I will give you a more detailed description of what they look like here in a second.
Wait, so they're on the same level as me and Surf. They're
Yes.
not up with Demon
Right.
and Redhead.
That's
and yet
right.
they're still 10 meters away from Demon and Redhead.
No, they're 15 meters away from Demon and Redhead and 10 meters away from you and Surf.
Okay.
Because you guys are on the same level as them.
Yeah, but we fell 10 feet. I mean,
Yes,
whatever.
but it's also a forward motion.
It's whatever.
Surf, where the hell's your... Oh, you fucking hiding it. And then it is Demon, and then it is the other creature, which will be represented by generic Marine number 2. Okay, so Lieutenant Commander Ryan von Gosling, aka Blood Guzzler, you can act first.
You should definitely jump on it. Just like a
I'll describe these creatures first. Basically, they are the size of wolves. They have a tail which is barbed and pointed. They also have large fangs. They're quadrupeds. And they appear rather dexterous, similar to the deer from earlier.
Are they covered in fur?
No, they're like really slick, kind of like reptilian, but they don't have scales.
It's like a panther?
like a frog.
Yeah, like
Oh.
a frog.
Okay. Fuck.
And there are 2 of them, so...
Yeah, you should definitely just slam dunk on top of it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do actually. So, yeah, I'm fucking gonna jump down on top of one with my.
You're gonna initiate the chaos dunk. Alright. You can do that. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna hit. Add your strength bonus, and then, I'd say another 2 levels for the fact that you're doing it from an elevation.
Okay, so 2d10 plus 6? Yeah.
Okay, what's the pin on that weapon?
2.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, you slice this thing's back left leg off in this sweeping motion that you make, and it kind of like jolts, but it maintains its balance miraculously, but it kind of jolts to the side, trying to avoid being crushed by the rest of your swing. And you fucking just destroy that thing, like, straight up. So then the other one is going to move now, and it is going to charge at you. And it's going to hit unless you dodge.
You're talking about Redhead, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, okay, yeah. You easily dodge the creature, despite its ferocious speed. And its lunge at you ends up placing it kind of like just behind you, facing the wall, ineffectually. Card.
I'm power fisting the one
You
closest
are on
next
the
to me.
ground right now. You will have to spend a half action to stand up.
I will stand up and then I will pull out my power sword.
Okay. That's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Surf,
That's all
you're
I can
also
do.
on the ground.
I'll have my bolter pistol.
Okay. Demon, you are on the ledge overlooking this.
You should also do the same thing as our orc friend, Demon.
Whatever could demon be up to?
Jump, jump, jump.
Sorry, I was muted. I didn't. It's a single shot bolter pistol.
Which one are you targeting?
The one that charged them? The one that isn't being crushed to death by an orc right now.
Okay. Alright, you are... Let's see what dodges. You're going to miss it, because it's going to dodge.
Aw. Wow.
Fucking
What a
idiot.
shitter.
You shot. It is true in the sense that you shoot it where it was, but the creature is extremely fast, and it easily dodges out of the way of the shot.
Fuck that rock up then.
Yeah, the bolt round explodes, shattering one of the little boulders. Your bird
Tearing an arm off.
has latched onto one of the gemstones at this point. The 3-legged creature is now going to jump at you, Redhead, again, lunging at you. It will connect unless you dodge. Okay, it's gonna hit.
I don't even think he could dodge, right?
Why is that?
Didn't he already dodge?
Did he already do that?
Yeah, I already did.
Okay.
Hardly.
So it's gonna come at you, lunging with its fangs. Oh, whoops! I already rolled to hit.
Damage.
I don't know what your total armor and toughness bonus is.
I got 3 AP
Well,
for every body part except my head, and then my toughness is 45.
It's hitting you
Plus-
in the right leg.
Plus a natural toughness times 2.
He's got 8. He's got 10 toughness. I mean 10 armor.
Yeah, because he
Wouldn't
has
it be
unnatural
11?
toughness.
Then 4
Hey.
times 2 is 8 plus 3.
Yes.
Oh, is it 3? Okay, yeah.
Alright, yeah, the creature's fangs dig in, but your orc flesh is just too stubborn and does not yield. It's your turn.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna fucking pound that fucking thing's head in.
Okay. Yeah, you are able to hit it.
2D. plus.
You still fighting the same one, or is that a different one?
I presume he's going after the one that's like bite into his slang rate. Like,
Yeah, same one. That's in biting me and shit. Oops, one sec. 2d10.
+4. Okay, yeah, you slice it in. Well, no, I guess you would stab it straight in the skull. Yeah, you fucking just tear through its brain, killing it immediately.
Wow, holy shit.
So,
I'm in awe.
why are you in awe?
Amazing. Truly a stupendous strike.
Now eat it.
Yeah, that one's dead, so I'll remove it from the turn order. Yeah, you killed it straight up. The other one is going to now flee from you. Instead, it's, well, actually kind of jump behind you. I looked at the wall last turn. So this turn, it's going to strike at Surf with its tail.
Excellent.
Let me see. What is its weapon skill? Oh, wow. Actually, it will hit you, Surf, unless you dodge.
And I'll barely get hit.
No, I can buff Surf.
Okay. Yeah, so you can dodge. You're about to get fucked, but then Card's like, no! Stop doing retarded things! And you're like, oh, okay. And you sidestep the tail as it spikes through the air next to you.
Thank you, sir. It was a good suggestion.
I'm gonna, two-weapon strike this thing.
Okay. Take a -10 to each roll. Actually, well, it doesn't matter. You hit that one.
I think I rolled damage first before I hit it a second time. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay. I mean, I was hitting with the power fist first, of course.
What's the pin on the power fist?
9.
Fuck. Is it really 9? That's
Yep.
insane.
I figured it'd be more like a concussion instead of a penetration.
No, it's a power fist.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Power
but it's
sword.
still like a force field, not like a fucking force knife going through you.
Regardless, you smash the creature in its right back leg, obliterating the leg, and it's going to make a toughness test to immediately die. It succeeds. However, it's now bleeding profusely all over the ground behind it.
So are we going to try killing this thing, or are we keeping them as exotic pets to sell?
It is on you, Surf.
Hard, you're not going to answer the question?
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to try shooting it then with the bolter. Semi-auto.
Okay.
What the hell are you doing? Why are you killing it?
Actually, let's see if it dodges. No, it's not going to dodge.
1d10 plus
Should have
5.
dodged card. Forgot about that. Whatever. Yeah, you're gonna hit it in the brain, so you can roll the crit out if you want.
It's dead. Fuck
It's
it.
super dead.
Yeah, the bolt shells both strike it in the head, utterly obliterating its face, and one of them kind of sends through its neck and explodes, destroying kind of like the whole upper torso as well. And the creature drops to the ground. It's black, purplish blood oozing everywhere.
In this process, does it cook the meat?
I don't think we want to eat anything from this planet.
It doesn't really. There's not really any fire. It's just like a massive concussive force blowing all the body parts out.
Can I inspect what's around us now? That on this lower area?
Sure. So there's the glittering kind of like.
I assume we're out of
pond full
combat.
Yeah, you killed all the creatures who were in this particular
Do
chamber.
I get my rock?
Yeah, the bird leaps out of the pond. This whole combat only took like 5 seconds ish. So it leaps out and delivers to you a red semi-transparent crystal that glows softly.
Cool.
This
I guess I'll inspect it.
this could not be any more heretical.
Okay. What means are you going to use to inspect it exactly?
Apparently, I'm just gonna eye it really, really hard.
Yeah, you look at
Stare
it,
at it.
and it is very pretty looking. Damn.
Can I shoot
I
one of them
don't
with
know.
a gun?
Fucking scrutiny. Would that's like dealing with people, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. That's all I have, though. So.
Shoot one of the shards with my laser gun?
You see a drop of sweat go across the red crystal's body. It knows it's up against the ropes.
Yeah, if you so you'd have to retrieve another crystal, which would entail either sending the grapple hawk down or swimming in the pond and ripping it out of the wall yourself.
Did you shoot my crystal? Is that what happened?
Or you can shoot the one demon's holding. So those are your three options with regards to.
Don't
shoot
don't
the crystal in
shoot
my hand and I'll
anything.
shoot you.
Don't do anything, Surf. You're fucking crazy. I'm just gonna tell Redhead and Demon to go fish out all of the crystals, because I'm not going in there.
All of them.
And
So jump into the pool of
yes,
water.
all of them.
And
Okay.
with the card was gone?
Can I cut off a head of one of the lizards, though?
Oh, hey. Yeah, I want to check out
Okay.
one of the lizards then.
So go ahead and roll Xenos for me. Well, what you can tell is that they also had some sort of fluid substance emanating from their fangs and their tail.
Can I tell offhand if it's similar to the plants?
You not really. No, you don't have any idea about what it would entail, as far as the effects of it go. It does seem to be a substance that they have generated, and not just something that was on their bodies.
Can I, like, fucking prick Surf with a thing to see what happens?
If you want to pick it up and roll weapon skill against Surf, you can try.
I am going to
Surf,
dodge.
volunteer for this. Come on.
No, I am going to dodge if you do such a thing and then shoot you.
Fine, I'm just gonna fucking collect one of, like, the venom sacks or something.
Okay.
Could check me, since it kind of did bite my ass, but it didn't, like, hurt me, so...
Did it bite you?
Yeah.
It-
He's an orc though, so his physiology would behave differently in any
We
case.
could use cards since he's gone blank face.
I'm just gonna collect the venom sack.
Just,
Okay.
yeah, just collect it and use it on Jack later.
So, like, what about the hide or anything? Is it
Right, so the
So-
height of this creature is really, actually, like, very lightweight and reflective. It seems, like pretty durable material, really.
Would it make, like, some really kick-ass leather boots or something?
It's not really suited for that kind of thing. It's more like a exotic luxury material than a combat sort of thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, would it make, like, fucking badass reptile skin boots or something?
Yes, it would.
Like, yeah, alright,
it would
well, I'm taking the
definitely
hide then. That's happening.
Right, so if you want to skin these creatures, there's actually a profession for that sort of thing. Like
Is it
trade.
not survival?
Survival you could use, but
I could use my armory.
Is there a trade for that?
well, actually, maybe I don't think there is. That's kind of weird. I think there's a different skill set for it, though.
Wasn't it armor? Armor?
Armor would not.
Armor is like making armor. What are
Yeah,
you
making
talking
armor, making weapons. That's what armor is for. But
about?
this
Just
is
taking
like
the damn pelt.
tailor tier stuff.
Tailor? Well, I mean, would that actually be skinning though? Tailoring is like actually making the clothes.
Right, but in this particular case, you want to do it so as to not damage the material for use in that thing.
Well,
Which you
I'm
can
gonna-
use survival to just skin it straight up, but it might not be as valuable in that case.
Whatever, dude. I got the best.
Yeah,
fuck-
you very cleanly skin the creature, and you have now acquired a very nice pelt. The only one of them actually died in a way that you would be able to collect it, though. The other one The one that was killed by the bolt fire is pretty much desiccated the upper part of its body. So.
Did you say I got enough for like a pair of boots and a belt?
Depending on how you use it. I mean, it's like just the size of a wolf. So.
Well, I'm not gonna like make them myself. I'm probably gonna actually get a professional to do this.
Yeah, probably.
Cool. I'm done here.
Okay. So.
So what went down? Did anyone did they get all the gems?
Demon skinned one of the creatures. Also found out that
I told you to get all the gems.
Some sort of fluid that it generates. If you want to get the gems, you could send the hawk in, or you could go into the pool and swim over there to dig them out by hand.
Yeah, I'm telling Redhead and Demon to go dig them up.
Well, I guess we'll do that.
Alright, so as you come to the edge of the pool, you can see it is shallow for a little while, and then it very sharply drops off, and it's pitch black. Even with dark side or presence, you can't see the bottom of it.
And where were the gems? Are they in the more shallow part?
No, they're on the edge of the wall. They're underwater, and they're on the edge of the entire chamber on the other side. So beneath them is like a very, very deep area.
Okay. Well, we're gonna collect all of them card? It's like strip mining the cave.
You heard my orders. Don't come back.
As far as how many are there, there's probably about like 4 or 5 dozen like crystals similar in size to the ones that you found on this wall.
Is no one worrying about how we're going to get back up the ledge?
Nope.
Just fucking climb.
Is it inclined, or is it just straight up, Callie?
It's not like a
It's like
completely
10
smooth
feet.
vertical surface. It's also only 10 feet tall, so...
Okay. Is the hole to get to this cave big enough to bring a lander in?
No, not at all. No, definitely not. And a lot of the passages that you came through to get here were just like person-sized.
How did I fit?
You had to squeeze, but it's still... You were not able to... I mean, it wasn't like you were pressed up against the walls. It's just that there's very clearly not enough room for like a vehicle.
Cool.
Well, go
Does
get
anyone
the
have
gems,
like a
y'all.
net?
Go get the gems. Surf. If
Fuck
you
it,
keep
I'll jump
talking,
in.
if you keep
Give me the
talking, I'm gonna
gems.
tell you to go get them.
Alright, so everyone who jumps into the water, roll a 1d100.
I'm taking the bird too. I guess the bird's gonna help. I'm assuming we have to like put all our important shit on the bank before we went diving.
Okay, so you're just kind of like wading into the water with your clothes.
Well, like, no shirt, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Alright. Surf, are you not going in?
I avert my eyes while blushing.
Okay, it's a very etchy scene. It's true.
Yes, I just got like a knife. That's it.
Gripping a knife in your teeth as you...
Yeah, swimming to the gems.
Okay, yeah, you guys can get over to where the gems are. They're under the surface of the water. Some of them are closer to where you wouldn't even have to go underwater to get them. However, most of them are deeper than that. You would have to swim and hold your breath while you extracted them. So... you can just grab the ones that are on the surface and go and ferry them to the shore or whatever. Just kind of describe how you want to engage in this process.
I don't know. Did we bring like a sack or something?
You could, sure. Yeah, you could bring like a satchel to keep shit in, keep the gems in.
I'm just gonna put my arm on my fucking chest and then just put as many stones as I can carry and bring them back.
And like you just stuff a bunch in the satchel. Like I don't know. I guess the bird's gonna help me stuff them faster.
Okay. Roll 1d100 again, each of you.
Me as well? And Surf.
No, just the water people.
God damn it.
Alright,
Shitty.
so... Blood Guzzler, you you kind of like just tear them off the wall with your big orky hands, and then place them into your like arm carrying thing, and then you kind of wade over to the other side of the pool to go and drop them off. Demon, you're like carving them out with your knife more gently, and placing them into the satchel. Takes you longer, so you're you're not up on the shore at the same time as he is. However, as you're swimming across to go to the shore, you feel something around one of your legs suddenly.
Okay, well, slash at it.
I'm gonna empty a grenade. Just dump a grenade into the area where Demon is sitting.
Well,
roll.
okay, so here.
I mean,
Carter,
I'm
looking-
using the grenade launcher here, so I'm not just like expecting the grenade to detonate right at Demon's face. Like, I would assume it would still have force when it enters the water, so it keeps going.
I'm gonna catch it with my teeth.
Okay, but first, alright, so Card, if you are looking at the pond when Demon's doing this, right? Are you doing that? And you have your helmet on?
Yes.
You have prey sense, so you would be able to see the thing under the water has a thermal signature, first off. And it also is about the size of a fish, and is kind of like swimming around the leg.
When you say fish,
Like of,
Is
a standard, like, smallmouth bass, for instance.
it a fish?
Based on the prey sense that Card has, it looks similar to a fish.
Yeah, I'm definitely shooting a grenade.
Oh, that's dumb. Can I
Absolutely.
like spear
No,
the damn thing?
it's a giant eel. Don't. If it touches you, you're fucked. You'll get eaten by like some giant worm.
You're gonna shrapnel my leg to
The
shit though.
autistic frogfish is gonna kill you. The most depressed creature.
I think I'm gonna stab it.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
so you can roll against each other to see who goes first. Just roll initiatives. Or whatever. 1d100. Whoever gets the lowest.
Oh,
See who
fuck
decides who goes
that.
first.
Score the one. Score the one.
So close.
use a fate point.
Get it.
Improve it by 10.
That would not apply here.
I'm not going to.
Alright, Demon, you can make your stab down at this thing. And you're like, you can stab in the direction of it. You can't actually see it because you don't have prey sense. Your bird would
I have awareness though.
maybe really see. I mean, yeah, you're aware that it's there. You felt it against your leg, for instance. So,
Am I rolling a 1d100 or?
if you want to stab at it, yeah.
Alright.
Just rolling weapon skill. Okay. It's not going to try to dodge you. So you're just stabbing it with a standard knife, which I think is like 1d5 plus your strength bonus.
1d5 plus.
Okay.
Yay.
No, that's definitely. I mean, you pierce through the side of this creature, and you feel wriggling around down there.
Is it like wedged on my knife now? Can I pull it up out of the water?
Yes,
Alright. Let's get a look at it then.
it's a fish. It looks like a fish. It's the same size as a fish. It is green. It has 2 eyes, a fish mouth.
So let's bring it to the shore.
It is
Okay.
obviously a surfing
There's an enormous amount of like fish blood like seeping out into the water now, making it darker than it already was, and you can now come onto the shore. You guys have now spent another hour basically in this cave. You've torn off all of the gems that are near to the surface of the water. If you wanted to collect the rest of them, which is the majority of them, you will have to swim under the water and hold your breath as you do that.
While they're doing this or making the decision, can I inspect the gems to see if I could augment them with a laser gun and make it like a shotgun?
That's very specific.
I don't. So what do you mean by that exactly?
So
Should
like,
probably just like inspect the gems first.
can I inspect the gems to begin with to see how they work with lasers and such?
So the gems are translucent. They are, crystalline. They they're various colors. There's like green and blue. They're all fairly vibrant. Presumably, light would pass through them and probably like diffuse the intensity of it if you used a laser. Are you going to just shoot a lasgun at it?
I'm gonna shoot my lasgun just like at a rock, but with the laser on top of the back. Actually, let me get Card's permission first. Card, can I try this experiment?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, get ready to blow up.
I'm going to put one of the crystals in front of the laser and then shoot it towards a wall with no one nearby.
Okay, what's the intensity you're doing this at? Because lasguns have various settings, so are you going to use it at like the full combat?
And can I do a low intensity first and then raise it up?
Fucking laser
raise it by a degree?
Sure.
So what would it...
Are you starting out with like the lowest setting on your lasgun?
So what would that be, like a stun setting?
Basically. It doesn't really have a stun, but it would be like a high degree of heat.
It's a very irritating
Literally
setting.
a flashlight.
Yeah. Like a fucking magnifying glass on an anthill sort of thing.
Okay. I think it just goes through when I do that one?
What happens when you do that is basically the light enters into the crystal, and the largest concentration of the beam exits directly out the other side through the surface. The rest of the beam kind of like is diffused, as you would expect. It's kind of acting as a prism and shooting off in different directions depending on the angle of the surface. So your one beam has been split into lots of other beams, but you have no idea, like, as far as like the intensity of whether or not it's like making it more powerful or whatever like that.
So it's not like leaving a mark on the rocks or anything?
No, it's the lowest setting of your lasgun that just sort of, it's shining a light, literally a flashlight, like through there.
Okay. Oh, so I can illuminate the whole cave in a sense.
It's like a disco ball right now.
Okay, what if I do fill like the maximum strength?
Surf, you're pissing me the fuck off. You have one more attempt before we just leave you.
Okay, maximum strength.
Okay, you fire your lasgun at maximum strength with this crystal, and the surface of the side you shot at is melted by the heat. The rest of the beam kind of is shot out in different directions with a fair degree of intensity, not obviously as powerful as the actual initial one, and hit the sides of the cave wall, narrowly missing some of your party members, and just strike it, at probably like a less than the full strength of a combat lasgun, but which is pretty. That's
pretty weak, yeah.
Yeah, so it hits the cave wall and stuff, and it's sort of like scorch marks around.
Okay.
Also, that crystal has been melted by this.
Okay, that's it.
So is there anything interesting about the fish?
The fish looks like a regular fish, as far as you can go.
Can I eat it?
I mean, you can if you want. I won't stop you from eating it.
Don't fucking eat
Can
it.
I see if it's poisonous?
Is it brightly colored?
It's like a dark shade of green, basically.
I don't know. I don't know what the survival...
You can roll survival
to
to see if you can figure out whether or not it's poisonous.
I have no idea what's up with this fish. I'm just going to throw it back into the water.
Okay. So you do that, and the fish kind of like just flops around as it dies and sinks.
Nice.
What are you going to leave the rest of the crystals, or are you going to go back for them?
Leave them.
Okay.
Just mark this spot down on my super cute map of shit, fuck, faggot, something. 1.
Okay, so you have looted 24 of those crystals of various colors. The total array of them are yellow, green, blue, red, orange, and purple in different shades.
That was quite lovely. I guess I'll mark the spot on the map, how to get to the cave, as we leave the cave, because we are
Okay.
leaving the cave now. And do I have the geyser location marked?
Yes.
Can we return to there and inspect the rock that was aligning the wall? The industrial metal rock.
Okay. Sure, that will take you probably like 20 minutes, though. You have to get back out of the cave and then head to it.
While they're
Yeah,
doing
that's
this, can I like try and bag one of those damn deer things?
So you want to hunt one of them?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll like, I don't know, just fucking. I don't want to use the bolt
Any of us to
pistol.
come with you?
No, I'll just go do this by myself.
So how do you want to attack this thing?
I guess I could like. I don't know. Do we have auto guns or anything on the ship, the lander?
I'm sure some of your guardsmen would like be carrying auto pistols.
Just
I'm gonna,
use my grenade launcher.
No, I'm gonna go commandeer like pretty much just a rifle or something.
You could use my best
things.
crafted las gun.
Yeah, no thanks.
Okay. So you're gonna try and hunt while they go to the geyser.
Yeah,
I'll resolve that after they do some things there.
that'll work.
Okay, Card. So you are gonna go to the geyser, and what are you looking for specifically?
That industrial metal-looking rock that I saw.
Okay. And what are you looking to do with it?
Well, first, to see how much I can see, how close it is to the surface. In that sense.
Okay. So basically, the
Exactly
geyser
what is it?
is one of many that are in this particular canyon in the forest. And you kind of wade through the forest and eventually get to the canyon wall. It's kind of like a reddish rock. And the vein of this metal is very visible in the side of the canyon wall. And it looks kind of like a dark bluish black sort of color. It is not that shiny, and it also appears to be somewhat rusted.
Odd. Well, whatever. I'll sick the mining man on it later. Because I have no
When you
fucking
say-
idea about rocks.
When you
Okay.
say it's rusted, do you mean like it doesn't
It
seem
has
to
the
be...
appearance of being rusted. You don't know whether or not it's actually been like fucking oxidized, but it looks like patches of it are darker in coloration and sort of like faded in the manner that rust appears to be.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's that.
Alright, that's all you guys are gonna do? Okay. Demon, you can roll survival for straight up just trying to find one of these creatures to hunt. I don't know what your intelligence is.
38.
Is survival intelligence?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
well,
is.
hold on. It might be perception. Let me check. Actually, I have no fucking idea. Hold on.
Just had it up.
It's intelligence.
Yeah, it's intelligence.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say you can find one. They're fairly common in this area, so it takes you like the entire time like the crew has been inspecting that surface of the rock wall, which is probably like half an hour.
Alright, take the damn thing down.
So you're just gonna shoot at it?
I'm gonna fucking take an aim shot at it, I guess.
Sure. Also, you get the benefit of a full action of aim plus, you get like a 20 and then whatever else you're gonna do.
What am I using? Am I just using like an auto gun or?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you
Easy.
hit. You're single shotting it?
Yeah, I just wanna.
That's
Take
just
Aim for the eye.
well, that's just in the body.
You can make a called shot as well without a penalty on this, so you can target whatever you like.
Aim for the eye.
Probably a leg.
I assume I'd aim, where most hunters aim. For the
Heart.
Okay. Roll damage, I believe, is 1d10 plus 3.
Interesting that you know the anatomy.
Well, it's presumed.
We did examine them. Or I did.
Okay.
Wasn't it blown to bits?
It's fine.
It's an auto gun.
No, I meant the ones that you examined.
No, we didn't shoot the other deer.
Okay, so
Just look
you shoot through the creature. You basically shoot it directly in the heart. But you notice that when you did shoot it, the bullet kind of like didn't penetrate it as easily as it would have penetrated flesh.
I see. Fucking armored deer.
Yeah. And the creature doesn't immediately die, but it tries to run away, but as soon as it does, like blood bursts out of the hole that your gunshot created, and it falls over on the ground, twitching.
Fucker.
Making the face. Making the face. Alright, let's get a look at that hide then.
Okay, so you're gonna skin this one too, or?
Oh, I'm gonna look at it before I skin it.
Okay, these creatures, as I said, they're like deer. They have white, like fur covering their body.
It's soft.
The fur is soft. Underneath it, though, the actual like hide, the skin of the creature, is rather tough. And your bullet pierced through, but you suspect it was kind of like a lucky shot that you were able to get through like that.
So this might be a little bit harder to skin then.
More difficult, but then it's not as like the material is not as easy to tear and rip through as the other one was, so it wouldn't be as easily damaged by your...
So you'd say it'd probably take more time?
It would take more time, but it would be easier to actually not damage your...
Okay. I'm gonna take it. The pelt. I'm gonna fate point that, because that's retarded. There we go.
Okay, you're able to, again, skin the thing. This is probably going to take you another half hour at least. And the hide of this creature is very tough. For gameplay purposes, it counts as AP3. So...
Cool.
Is there anything else about the creature? You do confirm that it is effectively blind. It
Maybe,
is...
Redhead.
Yo.
You might want to wear its head on your head.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I'll give Red the head.
Its hooves are also quite sharp, made of a material that is fairly...
Sharp?
Yeah, they're sharp. Like they are used as weapons rather than just feet.
Are they pointed?
They are not. There's like kind of very sharp edge, but they're not pointed. They're just like flat. But the edges
material
are sharp. The material
hard,
is harder than bone. It seems that just about everything, pretty much everything about this creature, is like more tough than, standard Earth creatures would be.
I see. Well, how about the meat? Is it edible?
Just lug its fucking corpse back to the ship.
I'm probably gonna do that. I'm probably just gonna take the whole damn deer with me.
Yeah. You wouldn't know if it was edible just by like looking at it. You would have to, kind of test that. So, but you haven't found any sort of like toxins or anything like that on its body. So,
taking the deer with me.
Okay.
Putting it on the ship.
All right. So that's all of your guys' stuff. I would say it's been about 4 hours on planet at this time. So, Card, you have an hour left of power armor.
Yeah, well that's fine because we're fucking bailing out of this shithole.
Okay.
How's the guard? How are the guards been doing?
The guardsmen are... Most of them are sleeping. They appointed a couple of them to just rotate and keep watch over the lander.
What about Jack? How's Jack doing?
Jack's still unconscious.
Fucker. He's getting a pay
Lazy
to
ass.
grade.
Can I try to wake him up?
No, do not try to wake him up.
Being roused from your slumber by a gigantic orc.
Yo, Surf, you should do me a solid and take some of his blood in like a vial or something.
Okay, can I do that, Callie?
Jack's
Sure.
blood?
You could sample.
What the fuck are you taking
Blood.
his blood from? For
Just a little blood.
Jack's blood?
Just a little.
What the fuck?
You can collect a viable sample.
Okay, there you go, Demon.
Nice. Thanks, bro.
I'm gonna have you
No
hanged
problem,
for
man.
this. See you both at the gallows. Oh, Demon
Should I take
flies back to
should
the
I take
ship.
some of Card's blood too?
No, we don't need Card's blood for this.
See if it's as black as his heart.
I hope it is.
Okay, yeah, you guys have returned to your lander. Or, yeah. And you're flying out of here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Going to the third planet.
Are we going to another planet, or are we going back to rearm and restock the ship?
Well, we go to the ship automatically. We can't get to the other planet with the lander.
I see. Well, I
Yeah.
probably could. I'm
How's
a master
everyone?
pilot.
How's everyone doing on the ship right now, Callie? How is morale?
Morale is the same as it's always been. Nothing has caused it to go up or down yet.
Oh, no
The
death
store-
cult defense.
How is the death cult doing?
Death Cult is, they're just chilling.
How do they feel about the orc on the ship?
So far, people don't know about that yet outside of the command and bridge groups.
Oh,
It's probably for the best.
Yeah,
Probably
we'll
is.
leave it that way.
You should make Red wear a burqa.
Well, I'm just another human like you.
I guess I'm gonna appropriately store all the cool shit I collected in my
Okay.
quarters.
Yeah, I'll tell the very soon, friend, cough. We will soon go off and kill lots of humies, which I know you want to do. Well,
to the last planet, sir?
well, we still have 2 continents on this one that we didn't explore, but we'll ignore those for now. I'm gonna... Is there anyone on the ship, any kind of archaeologist I can have inspect these gems? These gems. These truly outrageous gems.
You don't have anyone who's like a specialist in that, who would be able to tell you a significant amount of information. But I mean, you could have them inspected by your explorator subordinate crew that Surf is in charge of.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, guys, the boss has asked us to find out what these gems are for.
Yeah, they're gonna just run a panel of tests on them.
Okay. Well,
Lazy
that's
ass.
going down. Let's fly to the last remaining planet, the ice world.
Okay, so you guys are skipping the asteroid belt and ship wreckages.
Oh, shit, really? I thought those were beyond the ice one. No, then let's go to the shipwrecks, the space hulks.
Okay,
I
well,
assume they are space hulks.
They are not space hulks. Basically, so you come upon them, and it looks like just a battle took place here a long time ago. What you can tell is that pretty much all of them are completely destroyed. There are lots of pieces of starships hanging around, and there's one, like, somewhat intact hull that still is floating in the middle of this debris.
Can I see if I recognize any of them with
Yeah,
Imperial Navy
these-
lore?
Are these Imperial ships?
Sure. Well, you can tell that most of them are human, but 3 of them are... In total, there are 7 ships, and 3 of them are Xeno ships. And, Demon, what you can tell is that 3 of the human ships are raiders. One of them is a non-warp capable in-system clipper ship, and the one that's still somewhat intact is a raider, but its class is something you're completely unfamiliar with. It doesn't look like anything you've seen before.
Can I look at the Xeno ships too?
The Xeno ships are completely unrecognizable to you. They aren't really ships so much as they're just clouds of debris.
Alright.
There's various pieces of their systems and things floating around, but there's not any like rooms left that you would be able to walk into or stuff like that.
Sorry, I didn't hear
Can I-
anything
can
you
I-
said.
Yeah, there's
examine
nothing
from
there that
here.
looks very Eldar, is there?
No, it definitely does not resemble any known Xenos.
Is there
Good.
pyramids?
No.
Can I examine? Can I tell from this distance if any of the guns would be operational or anything?
There's
Like, if
definitely nothing. None of the systems from these ships.
Not
Still-
operational, but salvaged. Are there like any gun-looking kind of things from the Xenos ship?
No. The Xeno ships are just smashed into pieces, like the point where their guns, whatever they were, they might be shattered into like 100 different fragments at this point. That's kind of the state of all their systems. There's still like little pieces of their ship and stuff left, like
What's the
hand tools
color
and things, but,
of the
there's
Xenos
lots of
stuff?
different colors. The primary color is white, but there's other colors.
Ah, I see. Let's.
Good old Tau. I mean,
let's- Shut the fuck up. That's retarded. Fucking idiot. We're on the West Coast.
Fucking
There's
implying
there's no
implications.
Tau over here. Cough. Let's take a bit closer to the main hull, and we'll sail over to that in a lander.
Okay.
Well, actually, rather, I'll have NDT scan it for any
Okay.
life signs.
Or life?
Life
There's
signs.
no life signs. There's also no atmosphere and no gravity.
That's
Are
It's
there
just
any
a
radio
float
signals
of-
going off? Anything?
No, there's no sort of. It's literally just a chunk of metal floating around in space right now. Nothing's active at all.
okay. We'll just take the lander to it, see if we can find a place to land. I'll take the main bridge crew at PC wise, without Jack, of course. I assume he's still out, or at the very least, he's probably fucked
Yes,
up.
he's unconscious still. Okay. So Demon, why don't you go ahead and roll your piloting? All right. Yeah, you navigate through the cloud of debris without damaging it or yourself quite deftly. The actual remaining hull of the Raider is not really a hull so much as it's just like two compartments stuck together. There's no doors visible, at least, but there are just open sides, which you could, you would be able to enter.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you mean with the ship or with void suits?
Void suits, definitely not the ship itself.
Take
not be
us,
able to fit
take
the
us
land.
close, and we'll pop off of it.
Boy, Captain.
I have a bad experience with space. Can I wait until you need me?
Nope.
Okay, so you're just gonna go on out there.
Mhm.
All right, you're able to exit your lander, and you're sitting. You're kind of floating in the void.
I don't need a space suit,
No.
or I mean a void suit, right?
You,
My
you
power
could use your
armor.
power armor.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm
You would have
assuming
to.
I'm doing.
So either you would
1d5.
remain your regular power level, or you'd roll for a new charge.
Well, I'm rolling for a new charge.
Okay, could still be.
Sure, you still have a good hour worth.
Okay, yeah, you got an extra hour's worth of charge in the hour that you were on the ship. Okay. So you can exit into your power armor. The rest of them are going to be in void suits, presumably.
Yes.
And
We're
this
pretty
time
close to it, right?
you're close to it, but there's definitely Demon was not able to park the ship inside of it, so where you could just step out and be inside the enemy, or not the enemy, the human vessel. So you would just be kind of floating through space, which would require either tethering system to somebody who has little jetpacks, or using them yourself, or making the leap.
I'm gonna make the fucking leap.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and roll one?
I'm
Again,
using a
you-
fate point.
Well, okay. What's your agility?
43.
You start to salute Hitler as you exit the lander, but for some reason you tripped on your way out, so the salute becomes more of a spiraling tumble, and you're careening in the direction of the Raider class hull, and you just kind of collide against it. You bump against it, which jostles you.
Yeah, seeing how well that went, I'm gonna wait on the ship part until you tell me to get down there.
Your power armor has like mag boots, so you can stand up on there regardless of what orientation it was intended to be. How are the rest of you going to traverse if you are going to?
I am gonna wait on the ship until Card yells at me.
I guess I'll use my mad agility to sleep over there.
Yeah, Demon, you just kind of like make a slight hop out of the back of the lander, and you're just
They do a
standing.
twirl.
Yeah, you do like a fucking amazing gymnastics routine.
And I guess I'm gonna have the Hawk carry Surf over.
Okay, yeah. That thing has a grapnel on it.
That works?
You could
Okay.
tether it and drag him over. That leaves the Ork. Redhead.
Explain to me again.
How are you going to jump from the lander to the hull?
Does he have a void suit?
He would have.
He has
you
an
would
Ork
have cobbled
void
one
suit.
together.
I
Yeah.
have a space suit, yeah.
The fucking orcs for naught.
One small step for Ork, one giant leap for Ork kind.
Yeah, I guess I'll stick the suit on and just do it.
He has a pretty low agility, guys.
be
Just
fine.
roll 1d100.
Ooh! About to get fucked.
You're fine. You not nearly as gracefully as Demon. You just sort of like jump out the back of the lander and you don't really know how well the void works because you're not familiar with that. So you kind of like just hop and your arms are spread and you're expecting to like fall, but you don't. You just keep going in a straight line, and you eventually just sort of like faceplant against the hull of the raider.
Swag.
Okay, let's enter it, if it's possible to open the door. If not, I'll just power fist it open.
There's no door. You just walked into the side of the hole. The room that you're in used to have a wall, but it doesn't now. So
I'll pop on my Prey Sense flashlight combo.
okay.
Just start walking along.
The size of the hole is only like 2 rooms big. The one that you're in right now looks to be some kind of like just a storage area of some kind, and everything here looks like technology that you're not familiar with at all.
Can I not use common law
Bundle it
attack?
all up. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty knowledgeable in
You can
tech.
roll those.
What the hell is this shit?
If we don't recognize it, we should definitely steal it. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
so
seriously.
Hitler again. Surf, you recognize this as pre-imperial tech, basically.
Steal it, steal it, steal it, steal it, steal
Can
it, steal it.
Can I tell what the actual use is or anything?
By recognize, what I mean is you can see the design of this room, and most of like the containers and things that are sitting around are just pre-imperial designs that do not conform to standard imperial constructs.
Did we ever look at the stuff that we stole from Cyrus?
That is basically just converted into profit factor. That was not like
Oh, okay. Yeah.
simple materials. This stuff here is it's archaeotech clearly, but it's not like functional in a sense that you would be able to use it for most of the purposes that you have. It's like advanced data slates and advanced
I could take one of those.
communicators and things like that. And a lot of it is just really damaged from the amount of
God damn it.
destruction that's happened. However, there's a couple of things that are clearly intact. A lot of that debris that's floating around, even the xenotech, is similar shape as that.
Collected.
We may as well collect it all, sir.
Yeah.
Collect everything that is salvageable.
Definitely.
And even more. Maybe we can repair some things as spare parts.
Yeah, sure. Could take the non-damaged potentially, or the very slightly damaged things. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So that was the storage area, though. So there's another room on the ship. This one does not have an open. The wall is not just like a open void hole thing. It's actually enclosed.
How can we get to it?
There's just a hallway connecting the two rooms.
I guess we'll just walk down the hallway then.
Okay, yeah. So in the other room, this appears to be the quarters of somebody who's obviously dead. There's a bed with, comfortable linens and things. There's a wardrobe. There's a small terminal, which is currently unpowered, as is everything else in the ship. There's a glass display case in the back, currently locked. And there's also some, various, stands and things.
What's in the case?
In the case, well, actually, basically the case is currently set so that the insides cannot be seen. It just looks like a transparent glass cube, or not transparent, opaque.
Is it possible to take out the information stored on that computer terminal? And a data slave type thing?
Not.
Just like
not
like a hard drive you could just tear out.
If it were a standard Imperial one, maybe, but this is Archaeotech. You don't know how to interface with it. And
Can I use my potential coil to charge it?
So maybe you could turn it on. It's very damaged like everything else, but again, you don't have a way to interface with it.
Can I bash the glass open?
We'll bash the glass open as the last option.
So the glass display case is not next to the terminal. The terminal's separate. That's the terminal's on a desk in a corner of the room, and glass display.
The last time we fucked with a display case, a giant demon showed up. Just you remember that.
I guess Surf will just pickpocket it. Can I disconnect the pickpocket? Wow. I guess I'll just try to disconnect the terminal if that's possible to pick it up.
Okay, so you just want to take it with you? Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah, you can disconnect it. It's basically just a small, a hollow projector that's stuck into the surface of the desk where there's an indenture. But this is technology that's supposed to be standard, so you can just take it out pretty easily.
Okay.
And it's just the size of a computer tablet these days,
What's in the wardrobe?
The wardrobe, once you open it, is full of, human clothes.
Is there any particularly cute nightwear?
All of the clothes seem to be for male.
Damn.
Again, my question stands.
Is there handsome nightwear?
Okay.
Is there any handsome nightwear?
Not that you can see. It seems to be military and, officers' clothing for...
Is there anything better than my armor in that?
No, there's no armor in here.
Is there anything on the stands?
The stands, they just have various, odds and ends, pins and...
Is there anything hiding under the bed or in any of the cabinets?
You can do a search if you want to.
What's on the ceiling, then?
The ceiling just has a standard, light fixture.
You should steal that, Red.
I want to bash open the glass case.
Hold up.
Fuck what they think.
He wants to fight the glass case.
So how are you going to deal with the glass case?
I'm just gonna bash it open. Fuck the police.
Sure, whatever.
You could try security locking it.
Just fucking smash it. But don't blame me if, a flamethrower pops out. Actually, I'm gonna exit the room.
I want to see how this goes down, so I'm gonna sit kind of crouched behind the bed.
You're
on
gonna
the other
take
side
a
of the
crack
room.
at it with your gigantic two-handed chopper. Is that what's happening?
I thought Red was just punching it.
Oh, you're just punching it?
That works too. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, you can roll damage. It's gonna be 1d5.
It's 1d5 minus 3 plus your strength.
It's gonna be to break your hand.
Close.
Almost.
Well, you
I thought it was 1d5 minus 1, then plus
no,
your strength.
it's -3. Well, actually, I know that's the Unarmed in Dark Heresy 2nd edition, so maybe it's -1.
I think it is. So it should be 7. Yeah, you just kind of like your fist glances off of it. You almost like break your knuckle effectively.
You guys want me to try security, unlocking it with security?
Maybe you should
Yeah.
examine it before you start messing with it.
Okay. Sure. I will evaluate its worthwhileness.
It's a glass cube.
Is it imbued into the wall, though?
It's on like a stand.
Ah.
Like wooden, and there's lots of buttons on the stand, but it's not powered.
I'm just gonna go over and smash my head on all of the buttons.
Or... Okay, you know what? Just go ahead.
Press all the buttons.
You can when you press the buttons, nothing happens.
I didn't expect anything to happen, but
Um,
now I can look clearly at the box.
the case itself is like 4 feet high and
Oh.
4 feet wide.
Using my
thing with us?
combi
Let's-
tool,
I'm gonna-
can I... Using my combi tool, can I unlock the box with security?
You can try.
have
Basically,
security.
the locking mechanism is just like this little thing on the bottom of the cube that's on the front. I'm gonna
62
say,
intelligence with a combi tool.
yeah, you can. It's like a combined roll though, so you should roll this also with like a logic to be able to see how it functions, because you don't know. It's not like technology even counted. So I'll count that as your security roll if you want, which is not based on intelligence, by the way. It's agility.
Okay.
And the other one is going to be your logic.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to open the locking mechanism on the cube, which means you could lift it out now. You wouldn't be able to like turn it into the non-phased version of itself.
What? Non-phased version of itself?
Like, you wouldn't be able to make it transparent again.
Oh,
There's something inside of it, but we can't see it, but we can grab it.
it's fine. We'll just bring it on our ship. I'm sure it's got like. Thanks for that. I'm sure it's got some kind of like Cowboy Bebop tier strange black refrigerator lobster inside of it.
You definitely need to have one of those plots. Okay, yeah, you bring the cube with you. It's still extremely durable and completely opaque.
So that's fine. Got the terminal, various knickknacks, and a
All right.
box.
So, you guys just want to like salvage the whole area for Xeno and Archaeotech stuff?
Yeah,
Yes,
take it all
indeed.
with us.
All right, so you get your like space vacuum cleaners and just start hoovering up all of the debris that's valuable, and in total you find a very for the things that you're looking for, which are quite rare. They are very large caches of them. You find significant Archaeotech resources, accounting for 71 points worth and 28 points worth of Xenotech resources.
So how do these points work?
Basically, these points are used to determine like your leverage in trade situations and like can contribute to achievement points on certain types of endeavors. And also, they're an abstraction, but potentially, I would say like if you accumulated a certain number of Archaeotech points, then you could potentially like buy an Archaeotech item with those points.
So how many points did we get?
In total, you guys looted 71 Archaeotech points and 28 Xenotech points from this.
Who's
20.
going to record that?
Card.
I got it. You said 28?
28.
21. Or was it 28?
28 and 71.
I'm probably going to regret this, but card here, take 5 more points, which I found by myself.
Are these Archeo tech points?
Archaeotech points.
I didn't even know these were things.
I wonder why you didn't tell me about this earlier.
Telling you now, okay?
Your lack of faith disturbs me.
I'm a tech priest. What do you expect?
Unquestioning faith?
In the
I'm a
God
tech
Emperor.
priest. Good luck, brother.
That's why I brought you on the ship.
Okay.
Anyway, well, now that that shit's done, let's go to the ice planet. Hopefully there's people here we can murder. I'm itching to kill some innocents.
Okay, so you just straight up skip the asteroid cluster and go
fuck
towards
it.
the planet. The third planet in the system is also large. It is, however, very low gravity. It seems to be made of rather non-dense materials. It is breathable atmosphere. However, the atmosphere is very thin and it's very cold here. So if you wanted to survive on the surface for very long, you would need to bring special gear for that.
My power suit would not
Your
work.
power armor would work. You're environmentally sealed against that.
I'm good.
Everybody else would need to bring like
Survival
rebreathers and stuff that keeps them warm. So just standard.
Does a respirator unit work?
Yes, that would alleviate the thin atmosphere. But
I have a
it would still be
rebreather.
cold. That would also work.
Would but they would still be exposed to
orc-
the harshness of cold stuff. Right. It would still be extremely cold.
Yes, it's extremely cold.
That
Parts of it are colder than others, though. So, on the planet, there are 5 major continents, but there's really only 2 that are significant. Most of it is just a flat, completely desolate wasteland plain. But there's a couple of geologically active regions, which are slightly warmer. Each of them are mountain ranges. One of them got significant canyons in it, as well as 2 active volcanoes. The other is situated in the midst of a large crater, as well as there's a glacier here, which is created a large amount of liquid water relative to the rest of the planet. So there's probably the most amount of liquid water. There's a plurality of it concentrated there.
Sure, we could just melt the planet.
And
Thanks. I always love your tidbits of advice.
From space, there is very clearly, some, biological activity going on here, but not nearly as much as the other planet you were just at.
Is it identifiable that it's in the oceans? The oceans with quotes.
No, there's life in the water. There's also life on the surface itself.
Again, sir, I think we should just nuke the planet.
Let's go to those mountains.
It's not worth it.
So you're gonna go to the mountain range?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like if there were going to be people, they'd be by the water.
Exactly. So that's why we're going to the mountains.
All right.
Okay.
So
Are we bringing warm clothing, I guess, me and Surf?
yeah, for the purposes of what that means is that.
Should we roll hours to see how long we can stay on the planet?
Yeah. It's going to be a 1d5, the same as Card's power
Okay.
armor.
Well, I'm fucking super survival man, so...
Okay,
eat
and
shit,
if
Surf.
you were on here longer than that amount of time, and I'm going to say the orc, he's fine regardless, because if you're here longer than that amount of time, you're going to take fatigue levels every probably 10 minutes.
Does being in the ship count as being warm, or?
It is atmosphere controlled in the ship, climate controlled, so you're fine if you're inside the lander. Okay, so you go down and land in the mountains. There are ferocious storms.
Canyons, rather.
You're going to the canyons, okay.
Well, I mean, there's just
Yes.
volcanoes near the
There's
canyons.
in that area there are canyons, mountains, volcanoes. In the other area there's a glacier situated in a crater. And there's also
Yes.
a couple of canyons there too, but
No, we're going to the ones near the mountains.
okay. So the entire place is covered in snow. There's just a gigantic sea of white all around, except for small outcroppings of dark brown rock. However, you do see smoke rising from the active volcanoes, and there's also bursts of chemicals coming out of geysers, similar to the last planet.
All right, I'm gonna roll a snowball and hit Red with it.
Well, actually, there's ferocious storms all across this planet, so if you want to take the lander in safely, you're going to have to roll piloting.
Oh, okay. Well,
Do it.
It's cool because I got this. Easy.
Yeah, you got it. You navigate through intense winds and manage to set it down in one of the few relatively flat areas in this mountain range, effectively.
All right, Surf,
Yeah.
you're on your own.
2 hours?
Don't come back if you don't find a shuriken cannon.
I uncover the snow and find
I'll-
a shuriken
I'll
cannon made out of snow.
I'll have Surf and Redhead go together, and I'll go with Demon.
Okay.
And me and Demon are going to look for
For clues.
for like Xeno's shit.
You know I only have 2 hours of heat, right?
Well, that's why you're
You'll
going to
be
be
fine.
looking. You're going to look for caves.
Look,
in the
Orc Boy will
mountains.
just give you a hug if you start getting cold, and you'll get really warm, and then you'll
that'd
die.
be nice.
Okay, so you guys are going to look for what? Xenotech?
Mhm. Xeno
Us?
structures. Really.
Yeah, alright.
Xeno structures and caves.
I guess I'm also gonna look at the animals, like
Sure.
I always do.
Sure. Alright. Let me just check this really quick.
See what I see.
Okay, yeah, so go ahead and declare your things and then roll them individually again. Demon already... Oh, you need to roll separately anyways. Okay. It sounds okay. And Surf. And then Redhead.
Is Red still here?
Yeah, I'm here, so I'm just
Alright.
looking for shit.
More things to kill.
Let's see here.
He's gonna start smashing beetles or some shit.
Okay, so I'll resolve them in chronological order, or, whoever put them first. So, Card, you actually find, you find the kind of very obvious telltale shape of structures that have been built by some kind of civilized people, sticking out of the side of one of these mountains.
Are they like
But
spires?
No, they are like bunker sort of things, and they're covered in snow at the moment.
So they're
But
like,
they're definitely
look like-
alien.
They're definitely not standard Imperial design.
can you sort of make out the material, like stone, or cement?
It looks like, rockcrete, effectively.
All right.
Sure, if you pick me up, I could examine it.
Fuck you.
Orbital strike on Surf's position.
Demon, you spot a... Oh, fuck. Okay. Wow. You spot far in the sky above you two creatures that are... They fly. They're flyers. They are quite large, not nearly as large as the pterodactyl beast you saw earlier, but larger than a man. Next to each other, and a third smaller flyer that is kind of like just an average bird, really. And the two that are next to each other have very long barbed tails and sharp beaks. You see them swoop down, and one of them kind of tackles the other flyer from the top, and the other one goes underneath it and like flashes its tail into the face of the other flyer, and you see them kind of like tearing it apart in the sky, making very loud shrieking noises as they do so.
Neat.
I
Well,
guess it's mating season.
contemplating sending the bird up there to go fuck one up. Probably not, though. It's very windy.
Yeah. Surf, you see the same sort of structures that Card sees in the same general area, but you're not. So they're closer to him. You basically saw the same things he saw, but from farther away.
Are they like
Go ahead.
housing units in a sense where?
You wouldn't be able to tell. I mean, they're basically just, you see the entrance to like a bunker-like structure, which is covered in snow, except for like the very top of it.
Okay.
And Blood Guzzler. Oh boy. Okay. From around, so you guys are walking on the side of a mountain. From around the corner of a mountain, all of a sudden you hear like gigantic stomping noises. And
He found trolls.
well, suddenly from around the corner you see a four-legged, fucking 15-foot tall monster, basically. It's got a very thick hide, and it's got a gigantic maw full of really sharp teeth, and it's got claws, it's got horns, it has a tail with stingers, it has tentacles.
Holy
And
shit.
you're immune to this, but Surf's next to you. So Surf, go ahead and roll on your willpower. Yeah, so
What is this doing exactly?
you're basically stunned from fear at seeing this thing. It is an absolutely hideous monstrosity, and it's very large, and it's
sounds like a
nothing
sugar.
compared to what I saw in the data slate in like our third mission.
I think I know what this is.
It's not like, you know, a horrible corrupting vision of anything, but it's like a fucking gigantic ass monster, very obviously with the power to kill you.
What would you
And-
say it is, Redhead?
I'd say it's probably like a chaos Nurgle creature, some shit.
So yeah, you failed your fear check. You're stunned. It is coming towards you. It's not bounding towards you though.
I'm
So
gonna say hi.
You should probably retreat. I'm just gonna fucking book it for the bunker.
We're not even near
It's
them. So
it's
we're
too
fine.
cold.
you're in power armor.
It's really cold.
Okay. So
See
you're
that?
sprinting towards the bunker.
Yeah.
Going with them.
All right.
How do I get out of fear?
The orc boy is gonna have to carry you on his
Yeah,
shoulder.
I guess seeing how the Humie is freaking the fuck out, I'll grab his ass and drag him by the hair.
Oh my gosh, it's a giant monster!
Yeah, Surf, you have an hour left. Demon, you have 2 hours left, I think. And
No, he has like 4.
really, oh yeah, Demon got a 5. He's fine. Orc, you're immune to it, and Card, you just have however many suit armor power things you have, like 2, I think.
2 left.
Yeah, because that search expanded an hour, and this creature is coming in the direction of Surf and Redhead right now. But you can sprint towards the bunker if you like.
Yeah, get out of there, man.
Could you pick me up, Blood Guzzler?
Yeah, we're just gonna
Away?
keep running for it. So,
Okay.
Imagine this is like
I'm gonna roll its agility, and you guys go ahead and
we
roll
should
yours.
play some hilarious music while this is happening. 'Cause I don't hear any music.
Really?
I hear music.
I just shut mine off, honestly.
What's its agility, or like
fucking
how
creature's
fast do you think
amazing.
it could go?
Well, I will tell you how fast it's going to go once I roll it. Where's the thing yet? I hear music, but I don't see any music that's on in
I
my
hear it.
thing that shouldn't be playing.
I told yes. Oh, Steve.
There we go.
So you roll yours.
My agility's 31.
Okay, yeah, you guys are gonna get there to where Card and Demon are before it gets to you. And then you guys you're all at the front of the bunker. The actual door to the thing is covered in snow, and the creature is now it's bounding towards you guys.
What the fuck is that thing?
Just dig! Dig!
Yeah.
Dig then. It's all dig.
Okay, go ahead and roll. I'm just gonna say strength. One of you roll strength.
What's your
Red
strength,
and I should probably
Redhead?
do it.
My strength is 51.
Oh,
My
mine
strength
is
is only-
something.
47. 42.
Mine's 46.
I'll
Mine's
fucking
42.
punch the snow.
Okay, Card, you fucking use your power fist and evaporate large quantities of snow, revealing a metal door, which just seemed to be unpowered.
I'll try to.
I'll punch it down.
Okay. Alright, you fucking punch the door clean, revealing a dark room, which...
How are we gonna close the
see
door
it.
when the beast comes?
Fuck that.
He's too big to fit through, I'm sure.
Actually, the door to this place is taller than humans. It's also wider. It's like a very clearly
Oh,
not
fuck.
designed for small creatures such as yourselves.
Just sprint in.
Okay, yeah, you guys can sprint in if you like.
Book it.
Yeah. Ignoring if there's like
pistol out while sprinting.
ignoring if there's like large quantities of people watching us perplexed.
You don't see anyone on your prey sense. There's no thermal signs. So you sprint into the chamber of the bunker, and the creature outside is too large to fit through the door, regardless of how big it is. And he kind of is like roaring outside and stomping around, trying to get in. And actually, let's see. Oh yeah, he fucking caves in the front of the building.
Oh no.
Effectively collapsing the entrance entirely and covering it in like rubble and snow.
Is it warmer in here at least?
It is warmer. There's no like horribly biting, very fast winds.
Is there oxygen in here?
There's oxygen.
Okay.
It's breathable. The atmosphere is still thin, but it's definitely breathable.
Is it more thick? Is it less fin around fins?
It's pretty much the same, but the issue with like staying outside for long periods of time here is not really the atmospheric thing; it's the temperature. So,
Can
How long
I
is
can I like
you-
set my power armor to low mode?
you want to try and conserve energy?
Yes.
I'll say if you turn off all of your like peripheral systems, you can get an extra hour of power armor life.
Just peripherals. I still
Can
maintain
I
the strength.
charge his armor?
No, by peripherals I mean everything except for the ability to move and see out of it.
Oh, I might
Can
as
I
well just
charge
take
his
it
armor?
off. Yeah. Surely Surf could do that. If he has
Using
a-
what exactly?
If he has a Potentia coil.
Do you have one of those?
Yeah, it's a mechanic. I get all mechanicus implants.
Okay, let me go look that up because I don't
Wait,
know.
really? You have all of them?
Yeah, it gives me all of them.
That's not what the Potentia coil does. You know, I mean, the Potentia coil is a specific implant.
Yeah, but it says I start out with all 5 of.
Oh, wow. Okay. Shit, why haven't you been using them before now?
Because I don't. Like, some things don't do things.
They're all really useful.
I'm trying to look this thing up. I don't even see it in the implant section. Is it a talent?
It's like
It's a trait.
It's like a specific.
It's on 366, the exact mechanicus implants.
So what does it do exactly?
The Potentia coil, it absorbs energy, and you can also use it to release energy.
Okay, I would say it's a tech use roll to see if you can actually power Card's armor. At most, you could power it an additional hour. Okay, sure.
1 more hour?
Yeah.
Yes, that's 3. Okay. I guess let's try to find a way out, and also hopefully lots of money. We're eating you, Surf. We're eating you first, Surf.
Let's not get to. I got some bad berries we can eat before we do that.
Bad berries, yes. My favorite.
So I think I'm actually going to just have you guys end the session here in the bunker, and we'll pick up next time with revealing the contents of the second room of the bunker.
Oh, you're gonna have fun.
I cannot wait.
Next month on the Rogue Trader roleplay.